WPKYonline.com.
Our kind of music.
1580, 103.3.
All of my favorite songs.
WPKY.
Looking for exciting summer fun? Don't spend long hours in the car and a fortune on gas and travel. This summer, play close to home. Beach Bend Park, just minutes away in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Enjoy dozens of family rides, thrill rides, water slides, and more than 1 million gallons of water park fun in Splash Lagoon. Surf the waves, float the lazy river, or splash and play on our interactive attractions. Stay for daily shows, mini golf, games, food and treats, free parking, free sunscreen. Enter code FLASH24 online at beachbend.com and receive $20 off adult admission.
Serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Hi, this is Pam Haverlock at Physical Living Interiors and Boutique. We love the Burr Buds at Cozy Living. It's the time to start the shift to all things fall, and then the holidays are not far behind. During September, all furniture is 20% off, and our accessories will be 15% off. Stop by and see what we have to offer. We have great selections and prices. The store's filled with new fall florals, too. Cozy Living Interiors, 235 Northfield Drive, Princeton, Kentucky.
This is Heb. We are your local U-Haul dealer.
Your Sports Edge Football Friday is powered by Madisonville Community College.
Let's get real. If you really don't know what you want to do after high school, why spend 4 years and $1 zillion trying to figure it out? At Madisonville Community College, we'll help you choose from dozens of exceptional certificate and degree programs. If it doesn't work out, you can try something else and still finish in way less time for way less money than at a 4-year school. Visit madisonville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
With the high school football season now 2 weeks in, we're starting to see some teams pull away from the pack and others struggling to keep their heads above water as the district schedule approaches in a few weeks. I'm Scott Brown, and this is your Sports Edge Football Friday. 3 longtime rivalries renewed tonight. Paducah, Tillman, and Mayfield have been going at it for over 100 years. Tonight, the 111th meeting, with Mayfield holding a 52-48 advantage with 10 ties thrown in for laughs. Trigg County and Fort Campbell meet for the 50th time tonight. The Wildcats carry a 6-game winning streak over the Falcons into that one. And Hopkinsville and Christian County meet for the 58th time in the series that began at Old Walnut Street Stadium and has now moved across Hopkinsville to the Stadium of Champions. The schools are going to combine in a couple of years, which makes these last games have even more importance. We'll take a look at those games, plus another rivalry that's not quite as old, but it is pretty bitter, Madisonville and Hopkins County Central, and we'll take a look at other games when your Sports Edge Football Friday begins next.
Your Sports Edge Football Friday is powered by Madisonville Community College.
Let's get real. If you really don't know what you want to do after high school, why spend 4 years and $1 zillion trying to figure it out? At Madisonville Community College, we'll help you choose from dozens of exceptional certificate and degree programs. If it doesn't work out, you can try something else and still finish in way less time for way less money than at a 4-year school. Visit madisonville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
The Christian County Colonels. The Hopkinsville Tigers.
With the months winding down until the combination of these schools happens in the fall of 2026, the next 2 games in this series take on added significance. If for nothing else, they both need a win in the worst way tonight. The Colonels had last week off, a rare Week 2 bye, after they opened with a 55-6 loss to Warren East. 6 turnovers, the main culprit for Christian County. First-year coach Ethan Ashley says keeping one mistake from multiplying into more will be a key focus for his team tonight.
When things don't go your way, how are we going to react? And when we've
played well, whether it be 7-on-7 or we've got something going good in practice, or even in some scrimmages, we had some really, really bright spots, and then we had some dull spots. And what's our reaction? How do we react when it's close or we're down a score? How do we react, hopefully here shortly, sooner rather than later when we get up? How teaching these kids how to play with the lead or put somebody away is, another step that this group needs to take as well. We feel like, the energy is we're up 21, and then the next play we're down 21, and we can't ride the roller coaster and be successful. So
the Colonels are looking to snap a 7-game losing streak dating back to last year. One of Christian County's 2 wins a year ago came against Hopkinsville, 22-20. Tonight's key will be who can run the football. Christian County didn't have much success in their opener against Warren East, and Hopkinsville managed just 30 yards on 18 carries in a 51-28 loss to Mayfield. The Tigers are 0-2, and Coach Dustin Lopez knows his defense has to get better after allowing 348 rushing yards to Mayfield. Offensively, Hoptown looks to put the football into the hands of Treston Kay as much as possible.
Yeah, he's a dude. He can play. He's, people look at him and, you look at his size, and the first thing you're like, oh, but he plays a lot bigger than that. And if you came out to the 7-on-7, he was unstoppable against anybody. But we're going to play him a little bit different. He's going to play like running back for us, and within the offense that we like to run, with Coach Clayton runs, that guy moves around and does a lot of different things. And so I don't know if he's a 20 carry a game guy just because of his build, but he's a 20 touch a game guy. And, he's going to get it, and we're going to have to, but he's going to be equally as important defensively too. So I think he's one of the top 30 players in Kentucky. I really do. And some college, whoever pulls the trigger and doesn't worry about size is going to be really lucky to get him.
Kay has 9 catches in 2 games, 4 of those going for touchdowns. He can also line up in the backfield and has a scoop and score on defense. Artavius Moses has 100 yards rushing in 2 games and 2 touchdowns. He'll be another key for the Tigers tonight. Ironically, both teams have road games in Tennessee next week. Hopkinsville is at Clarksville, and Christian County will be at South Gibson. This series dates back 57 games. Christian County holds a slim 30-27 advantage. Kickoff at the Stadium of Champions tonight, 7 o'clock. Hopkinsville will be the home team on the scoreboard.
The Trigg County Wildcats, the Fort Campbell Falcons.
It's the 50th meeting between these teams in a series that dates back to 1965. The Wildcats come in at 1-1 after a 30-6 loss to Barron County that turned out to be more significant than just the score. Freshman quarterback Timmy Williams, who ran and threw for over 100 yards, and the season-opening win over Callaway County, is lost for the year after tearing his ACL on the game's 7th play from scrimmage last week. It's a huge blow for the Wildcat offense that was looking to rely not only on his arm, but his scrambling ability and spreading the defense across the field. Fellow freshman Caden Scott came in relief and completed 10 passes for 79 yards and a late touchdown. Trigg also showed the Wildcat package with Devarie Good before he left at halftime with heat illness. This isn't a new experience for head coach Chris Ezel and his offensive coordinator Rusty Goebel. They've seen Trigg County starting quarterback miss time now for a 3rd straight season due to injury. If there is some good news for the Wildcats, it's that senior lineman Connor Long is expected to return to the lineup after missing 2 weeks with an injury. That helps on both sides of the football and should give a boost for Trigg's freshman quarterback, who should have a little more time in the pocket. The line did do its job last week and did not allow a sack. Fort Campbell is an unexpected 0-2 after last week's 34-32 loss at Hopkins County Central. But Wildcat head coach Chris Ezel knows the Falcons have some weapons on both sides of the football.
They've got some good skill guys. You look at their wrestling program, and it's pretty good. It's solid. They've got a really good program wrestling-wise. I saw that when I helped out with the wrestling program year before last, and noticed that, hey, they've got some dudes. Now, they don't have a lot of big heavyweight type guys, but they're lower weight to middle weight. That impressed me right off the jump. So I knew that they were going to be improved last year. That running back, the Dixon kid, is solid. He was starting there as a freshman. He was good last year as a sophomore. He played some linebacker for him as well.
Quarterback J.P. Perryman can hurt the Wildcats with his arm and his legs. He threw for 194 yards and a score last week added 52 more on the ground and reached the end zone once. However, Trigg County did a good job of containing Barron County quarterback Tate Spillman last week. He's known to both run and throw, and they know they'll need to keep an eye on Perryman tonight.
Just being technically sound, and in passing downs, we want to get after the quarterback. We don't, the times he does struggle is when he's asked to throw the ball and he's being pressured. He's not near as accurate when he's put in those situations. So can we put the hammer down defensively in those rundown situations and then get after the quarterback?
Keshawn Dixon averages 85 yards on the ground for Fort Campbell and has scored twice. Trigg needs to be mindful of Fort Campbell's swarming defense. They have 6 takeaways in 2 games, and they'll be going against a Wildcat quarterback making his first varsity start. Fort Campbell leads the series with Trigg County 30-19, but the Wildcats have won the last 6, including a come-from-behind 26-21 victory last year on post. In games played in Cadiz, Fort Campbell 12-11. Coverage of Trigg County and Fort Campbell comes your way following your Sports Edge Football Friday on 106.5 WKDZ and online at WKDZradio.com.
The Russellville Panthers. The Logan County Cougars.
While this football rivalry doesn't have the longevity of some in Western Kentucky, it is among the most bitter. The Cougars were shut out 31-0 by a good Rossview team from Clarksville last week. The Hawks limited Logan County to minus 18 yards and handing them their first shutout loss in 8 years. Logan County's offense looks to get back on track with quarterback Ridge Holman, who has thrown for 404 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2 games. It's been a rough go of it for Russellville, who opened with an 8-6 loss to Warren Central and followed that up with a 35-12 loss to Glasgow last week. Hunter Hallman threw for 205 yards, but the Panther run game could just muster 86 yards a week ago. Logan County won last year's matchup 49-14, and they've won 6 of the last 7 with the Panthers.
Your Sports Edge Football Friday is powered by Madisonville Community College.
Let's get real. If you really don't know what you want to do after high school, why spend 4 years and $1 zillion trying to figure it out? At Madisonville Community College, we'll help you choose from dozens of exceptional certificate and degree programs. If it doesn't work out, you can try something else and still finish in way less time for way less money than at a 4-year school. Visit madisonville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
Your Sports Edge Football Friday is powered by Madisonville Community College, the Madisonville Maroons, the Hopkins Central Storm.
It's Hall of Fame night in Madisonville, where the Maroons look to move to 3-0 and win for a 19th time in 20 meetings with the Storm. Madisonville thumped Caldwell County 52-14 last week as Canyon Johnson threw for 188 yards and 2 scores and ran for 146 yards and 3 more. I guess you could say Canyon was grand. Marquez Hightower added 115 yards in the score as the Maroons rolled up 462 yards of offense. It was also a big night defensively for Skylar Minton. He had 17 tackles and 2 sacks. The Maroon defense has 5 takeaways in 2 games. Hopkins County Central got into the win column last week with a 34-32 victory over Fort Campbell. Isaac Earl threw for 235 yards and 3 touchdowns, added 2 more scores on the ground. It was part of a 500-yard offensive night for Hopkins County Central, who also got 158 yards rushing from Zayden Parker. Hopkins County Central won 5 of the first 7 meetings between the schools, but since Madisonville has won 19 of 20. The only Storm win in that span came in 2020. Coverage of the Maroons and the Storm come your way following your Sports Edge Football Friday on WFMW 107.7 FM and 7:30 AM. You can also listen online at WFMW.net.
The Caldwell County Tigers. The Union County Braves.
The Tigers look to bounce back after taking one on the chin against Madisonville last week. Caldwell had the lead late in the first half, but an 80-yard touchdown pass at the end of the half and then a 72-yard punt return early in the third quarter swung the momentum, and Tiger coach Aaron McClung said Caldwell County just wasn't able to respond appropriately.
It was a very tough physical game, and going into the half after giving up that touchdown really just that hurt us bad, and we never recovered in the second half. Never really got much going offensively in the second half. And they just wore us down. It was hot, and they wore us down, and we just weren't able to make any plays, and then just kind of got away from us at the end. And we were feeling very confident, and then just all the wind got taken out of our sails right there at the end. And it's just one of those things. They're a very good football team, and we were hanging with them, scoring points, moving the ball. It's just a giant momentum swing right there before the half. Just couldn't recover.
Caldwell's run game will need more success tonight against Union County after just 34 yards last week. Dalen Lander did throw for 208 yards and a touchdown, but he was picked off 3 times. Meanwhile, Union County rebounded from a Week 1 loss to Madisonville with a 42-14 conquest of Crittenden County. Jaron Johnson ran for 158 yards. Willem McPeak added 138 as part of a 384-yard Union County ground attack. McClung said they did see some things, though, that Crittenden County was able to do effectively that could end up in the Caldwell County game plan tonight.
Crittenden had some success running the football against them, which I didn't expect. They had some success throwing the ball. They turned the ball over a few times. Union is obviously they're really good running the ball. Crittenden has struggles stopping the run, so that made it hard on them. High school football, you got to stop the run to have a chance to win. But it was a competitive game. Union scored a couple of times late to stretch it out. So it was. I feel like Union's a really good football team because I know Crittenden's a good football team. So we're going to have our work cut out for us.
McClung knows that Union County's run game comes with the success of their linemen up front.
It's a strength of Union County. They're probably bigger than Madisonville. They may not be as athletic, but they're big big linemen. That a lot of the same linemen as last year. So it'll be a tough matchup for us. But we knew that going into the season. We knew Union County would be a good football team.
Caldwell County and Union County have been playing each other since 1965. Tonight, the 34th meeting between the schools. Caldwell County holds a 22-11 advantage, but Union County has won the last 2, including last year's game, 36-7. Coverage of tonight's game from just outside of Morganfield comes your way on WPKY 103.3 FM, 1580 AM, and online at WPKYonline.com.
The Todd Central Rebels. The Webster County Trojans.
The Rebels rallied from a 10-point deficit to beat Ohio County 12-10 last week and get their first win of 2024. The win punctuated by 192 yards on the ground for the Rebels. Jamarion Graham also came up big on the defensive side of the football for the Rebels with 13 tackles, including 2 for loss. Meanwhile, Webster County came back from a Week 1 drubbing at the hands of Crittenden County with a come-from-behind 30-26 win over Butler County. Tyler Katzman ran for 121 yards and 2 scores as the Trojans rolled up 301 rushing yards. The Webster defense also forced 3 turnovers at crucial times. Last year, Webster County had over 400 yards rushing and a 47-28 win at Elkton. The Rebels have 2 more non-district games before a showdown with Russellville in 3 weeks. Todd County Central head coach Chris Fletcher knows early season wins are important if they want to finish above 500 for the season.
Successful will, of course, be getting over that hump of that 500 mark. Successful also be, like they're saying, is being able to compete with the Giants. Like if Owensboro is a measuring stick. Owensboro or Mayfield, of course, which is our sister region. So if we so happen to be unfortunate to be at the bottom of the district, that's what we run into is Mayfield. You run into a buzzsaw. But the thing is, you can't dodge or run for those teams. We're actually going into a district next year with the realignment with Mayfield. So when it was first brought to me, guys were like, well, man, you can't win. I was like, man, it don't matter because they're going to be the top either way it goes. So if these kids understand that that's where they want to be and they want to climb that mountain, they got to go through those guys. So I think the biggest thing and the goal is just to show up and let people know that Todd County is changing, that the culture is changing. It's not the same old TC. That's kind of our motto, our rallying cry this year. We're not the same old TC. So I think if we can go out there like these guys are saying, and I'm glad that they're stepping up and saying that they want to see those guys, because in years past when I was here, you can kind of tell there was a stigma when they seen that team come across. They're like, we don't really want to play those guys. But now I think these guys have challenged themselves and pushed themselves enough that they want to see what that measuring stick is, that they can compete at that high level with the top teams in the state.
Coverage of Todd County Central and Webster County from Dixon comes your way following your Sports Edge Football Friday on WEKT, the Todd 1070 and 92.1 FM, as well as online at WEKTradio.com.
The Paducah Tillman Blue Tornado. The Mayfield Cardinals.
The Blue Tornado snapped a 17-game losing streak to the Cardinals last year, hanging on for a 35-28 win. Both teams bring in high-profile offenses. Tillman has outscored McCracken County and Graves County 102-23 as part of its 2-0 start, while Mayfield hung 51 on Hopkinsville last week. Jack James threw for 438 yards and 5 touchdowns against Graves County, with Joshua Campbell hauling in 7 balls for 170 yards and 3 scores for the Tornado. The Tillman defense also had 10 tackles for loss and holding the Eagles to 93 rushing yards. They'll try and put up another strong effort against Mayfield running back Josiah England, who ran for 292 yards and had an Abe Lincoln last week against Hopkinsville, 4 scores. Paducah Tillman hasn't won consecutive games against Mayfield since 2005.
The McCracken County Mustangs. The Crittenden County Rockets.
The Mustangs are 0-2. Okay, week 1, a 41-16 loss to Paducah Tillman, one of the top teams in Class 4A, but last week was a 40-36 loss to Apollo. They picked off 4 McCracken County passes, 3 of those by M.J. Badger. Despite the 4 picks, Maddox O'Neill threw for 255 yards and 4 touchdowns. Apollo, though, wasn't very effective running the football, but they did throw for 288 yards. That's good news for Crittenden County quarterback Quinn Summers, who threw for 150 yards and 2 scores in a loss to Union County last week. This is the rare 6A versus 2A matchup, which McCracken County won in last year's inaugural meeting, 44-22.
Your Sports Edge Football Friday is powered by Madisonville Community College.
Let's get real. If you really don't know what you want to do after high school, why spend 4 years and $1 zillion trying to figure it out? At Madisonville Community College, we'll help you choose from dozens of exceptional certificate and degree programs. If it doesn't work out, you can try something else and still finish in way less time for way less money than at a 4-year school. Visit madisonville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
The Callaway County Lakers. The Fulton County Pilots.
The good news coming from this game is that someone will get win number 1 of 2024 tonight at Jack Rose Stadium. Josh Frost had a pick-6 for Callaway County's only score in a 42-7 loss to crosstown rival Murray last week. Fulton County opened up with losses to a pair of Tennessee schools last week, 47-6 to South Fulton. They managed just 15 yards of offense. They'll look to snap a 5-game losing streak that dates back to last year. Callaway County won last year's meeting 47-14 after seeing a 10-game winning streak against Fulton County snapped in 2022.
The Murray Tigers. The Marshall County Marshals.
The Tigers came back from a Week 1 loss to Union County with a 42-7 win over Callaway County, their 8th straight win over the Lakers in the crosstown rivalry. Simon Rickman ran for 103 yards and 2 scores, also caught a touchdown from Wyatt Robbins. Marshall County, meanwhile, won a 10-8 rock fight with Grayson County as Neelan Jezik threw for 122 yards and a score. Murray won last year's game 35-6. They've won 3 straight in the series dating back to 2017.
The Henderson County Colonels.
The good news for Henderson County is they're scoring points. The bad news, they're giving up points like a sieve. South Warren had over 500 yards in last week's 43-33 win over the Colonels, as Bryce Button threw for 255 yards and 4 touchdowns for the Spartans. For Henderson County, Trajan Davis threw for 175 yards and 3 scores, and in 2 games has 310 yards and 4 touchdowns through the air. Points haven't been as easy to come by for Central Hardin. The Bruins averaged 28 points a game last year, but they have scored single touchdowns in losses to George Rogers Clark and DuPont Manual. Central Hardin did win a thriller last year between the schools, 36-35.
The Owensboro Red Devils. The Davis County Panthers.
Both of these teams are an uncharacteristic 0-2 early in the season, with schedules offering differing degrees of difficulty. Owensboro lost 27-17 to Christian Academy of Louisville, the 2-time defending Class 3A state champion. They also lost 35-14 to defending Class 5A state champion Bowling Green last week. Davis County suffered blowout losses to Franklin Simpson and Owensboro Catholic. Owensboro won last year's game 50-7. They've won 6 straight and 18 of 19 in the series, and there's no reason to believe it won't be 7 straight wins by night's end.
You're locked in to your Sports Edge Football Friday.
The first Kentucky statewide media poll was released this week. In Class 6A, 3 Louisville schools are at the top. Trinity is number 1, Male 2, St. Xavier 3, followed by Frederick Douglass and Manual in the top 5. In Class 5A, Bowling Green is the number 1 school. Cooper is ranked 2nd, Highlands 3rd, South Warren 4th, Woodford County 5th, and Madisonville checks in at number 6. Owensboro is 8th. In Class 4A, Boyle County is unanimous number 1 team, followed by Paducah, Tillman, Corbin, and Franklin County. Warren East is number 9. In Class 3A, Christian Academy of Louisville is number 1, followed by Hart County. Central is 3, Belfry is 4, Franklin Simpson is number 7, Glasgow is 8, and Union County comes in at number 9. In Class 2A, Owensboro Catholic is the number 1 team in the poll. It's not unanimous. Beechwood got 4 first-place votes. They're ranked number 2. Mayfield is 3. Lexington Christian 4. Murray is number 6, and Crittenden County ranked 7th. And in Class A, Campbellsville, the number 1 team in the media poll. Pikeville 2, Sayre 3, and Raceland comes in at number 4.
Your Sports Edge Football Friday is powered by Madisonville Community College.
Let's get real. If you really don't know what you want to do after high school, why spend 4 years and $1 zillion trying to figure it out? At Madisonville Community College, we'll help you choose from dozens of exceptional certificate and degree programs. If it doesn't work out, you can try something else and still finish in way less time for way less money than at a 4-year school. Visit madisonville.kctcs.edu. College for the real world. College for your world.
You've been listening to your Sports Edge Football Friday here on WPKY. Coming up, it's Caldwell County Tiger football. Listen along on WPKY 103.3 FM, 1580 AM, and online at WPKYonline.com.
Your Sports Edge Football Friday is powered by Madisonville Community College.
Tiger football is on the air on 1580 103.3 WPKY on your free WPKY app and worldwide streaming audio on WPKYonline.com. It's time for the Caldwell County Coaches Show on WPKY.
A pair of 1-1 teams will do battle tonight as the Caldwell County Tigers play the Union County Braves on the road. First road trip of the season for the Caldwell County Tigers. This is Todd Griffin of WPKY Radio and YourSportsEdge.com. We'll talk with Tiger head coach Aaron McClung about tonight's matchup after this on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Is there anything we can do for you? Johnson's Furniture and Appliances in Marion, Kentucky wants to help. At Johnson's, we get excited when you walk in the door or call for assistance. We look forward to solving your problems and lending a hand. We carry most major appliances, including GE washers, GE dryers, and GE refrigerators. We also carry parts and offer service. Johnson's in Marion, Kentucky wants to be your appliance store and service center. Let Johnson's Furniture and Appliances in Marion lend a hand. Stop in or shop online.
Black Patch Grill says, "Go Tigers. Good luck this season."
The Caldwell County Tigers are on the road tonight to play the Union County Braves. First road game of the season for the Tigers. Both teams 1-1 on the season. We're talking with Tiger head coach Aaron McClung ahead of the contest. And Coach McClung, a win and a loss for both teams. And interesting matchup tonight between you guys and the Braves.
Yeah, Union County is a very good football team. They'll be a contender for their district title. They were 11-2 last year. They have about 15 seniors, so they're going to be a really strong opponent. They have really good running backs. They got some tough kids on defense. So, I feel like we're a lot better than we were when we played them last year. They beat us 36-7 last year. So I think the game could go either way. It just kind of depends on what kind of effort we get, and we'll see how it goes.
Both teams have a loss to Madisonville North Hopkins already on the schedule. And, of course, Madisonville really good this year, but is there any kind of comparisons you can draw between those two losses to Madisonville?
I mean, Madison, you get to test yourself. Madisonville is one of the best teams in Western Kentucky, outside of Paducah Tillman and Mayfield and Graves County. Madisonville is up there in that discussion. So, Madisonville beat both of us pretty bad, scored a couple touchdowns late on both of us. We probably had more success against Madisonville in our offense in the first half, but Union probably defended Madisonville a little bit better. So I feel like that, it's hard to really compare the scores of each of them, but I feel like Madisonville, one thing that we do know is Madisonville's a really good football team.
Well, it was a very physical game last Friday night out at Tiger Stadium. Does that help you guys going into this week's game, or does it hurt you having that physical contest last week?
Well, we had some kids get banged up, and, obviously you don't want your kids hurt. So I was worried after the game that the injuries might have been some long-lasting effects. But, we got banged up and some bruises, but we didn't lose anybody. So, we got some kids carrying some nagging injuries, but, I think it's good if you play a really physical football game and you can come away without losing any key people. So, and we didn't. So, in that respect, I think it's good for us to go out and play a physical football game. When you get in the playoffs and stuff, you're going to play very physical football. So, getting tested and, even if you lose to a 5A school, if you can put it behind you, it doesn't really hurt you that much.
I was going to say that was a good measuring stick for you guys, and I think it showed in the first half when you cleaned things up. You guys are pretty good, but when things started going against us, we just couldn't quite get it straightened out. But part of that's Madisonville's probably as good as you're going to see this year, too.
Yeah, Madisonville's really good, and, we were leading in the first half, and they had gotten ahead of us 16-14, and we had a chance to go in and score right before halftime and through the interception. So, that really makes you feel good to play with a team like them for a half. But then what you find out is if you relax, they can turn it around really quick. I think they scored 3 times in about 2 minutes, and it's hard to play from behind, especially when you got a team that can run the football like they do.
Well, and Madisonville had a couple of really talented kids in the backfield, and that's kind of what you're going to see with Union County this week.
Yeah, the Hightower kid at Madisonville is probably as good a running back as there is in the state. The Johnson kid from Union County is also very good. So they both have really good running backs. Madisonville's quarterback was a really, really good runner, whereas Union County has another running back. They have two running backs. The McPeak kid is a junior. He's a bigger kid, but he's really good, runs hard. So we're going to get 2 quarterbacks. And the Johnson kid plays some quarterback as well. And I would imagine that we'll see him at quarterback a lot.
Well, it seemed like he played a lot of quarterback last season against us, but from what I've seen a little bit this year, he kind of moves around. He plays a little quarterback. He plays a little running back. And
they'll line him up at receiver and throw him a screen. So The main thing you got to know is you better know where he is. You know, he is he's a really good player, a really good kid. He held the chains when we played him in JV, so I got to talk to him for a little bit. He's not very big, but he plays big. You know, he's a strong kid, really nice kid. You know, and when he's not playing us, you know, I support the kid because he's a really good football player.
Jaron Johnson is one of those guys that you keep looking at the roster and you're like, is this guy finally a senior? Because it feels like he's been there for 10 years.
Yeah, he is, and he's a good kid and a good player. So, you know, this will be the last time we see him, and you know, it'll be a tall task to shut him down.
How does Union County line up offensively?
They're really multiple. They're much more run oriented than even Madisonville. So, but they run the spread some. They wanna get light numbers in the box. They can throw it if they need to. They'll get in the wishbone. They'll get in some 3-back formations. They'll throw it out of that a little bit, but when they do that, they're really wanting to run the ball. You know, and they don't care that you know it. They're going to line up. They're going to get downhill, and they're going to run at you. Physical running backs, physical blockers, big physical offensive line. So, you know, they're a pretty typical Union County football team. You know, they got a few athletes, and they got a bunch of big, tough, physical kids. And, you know, we just got to come out and play our game.
Looking back to last week, it felt like Madisonville kind of won that battle at the line of scrimmage with some big kids. How does Union County compare up front to what we saw last week from Madisonville?
I'd say they're pretty similar to Madisonville. They're probably bigger than Madisonville, not quite as athletic. I would say that Madisonville probably has a little more depth. Madisonville could put 5 kids out there that were pretty relentless blockers. I don't think that Union has 5 of those kids. They may only have 2 or 3 of them, but they got some big boys. They got some returning starters from last year. And they're big kids, so you know we're not big up front, but we did a good job of getting to the football in the first half last week, and you know I didn't even watch the second half because I thought it'd just make me mad because that's not who we are. I want us to be the football team in the first half, and I hope that's the football team that comes to play tonight.
When you look at Union County, you talked about them throwing the ball a little bit through the first 2 games, though, according to the KHSAA stats. They only put it up 14 times, so you know that's 7 times a game. So they're not exactly air raid over at Union County.
You know, it just depends on what they need to do. You know, if we can stop the run, they will go. They'll throw the ball. They can throw the ball. They hurt us last year throwing the ball. We would stop them, and then on 4th down, we tried to play man coverage, and we lost people, and they hurt us throwing. I think Johnson's best passing yardage game was against us. So we expect them, if we can contain the run and slow the run game down, we expect them to start throwing it. You know, when they played Crittenden last week, they didn't have to throw it. Crittenden struggled stopping their run game, and they just ran it on them. So, you know, Crittenden is a bunch of tough kids. So that's we're gonna have our hands full shutting down the run game.
Seems like Union County offensively maybe a little more deliberate than what we've seen out of Hopkins Central and Madisonville the first 2 games.
Yeah, I would say that's true. I mean, they're not as complicated. They're not complicated scheme wise. You know, Derek or Coach Johns, he's got a personality that he wants to line up and run it right at you. You know, he doesn't care, but you know, he believes in his kids, and his kids are tough, hardworking kids, and you know, that's what they want to do, and if you can stop them, then you have a chance to beat them.
but they're not out there trying to run 80 plays. I mean, they're trying to put together drives and keep the football.
No, they don't have a lot of depth. They're about like us. They might have 10 more kids than us, but they don't have a ton of depth either. So they do have about 15 seniors, and they all play. They all start. So that's a lot of experience because they've gone deep in the playoffs the last 2 years, so that their kids have probably already played 35 football games in high school, so they're an experienced group.
We're talking with Tiger head coach Aaron McClung as the Tigers get set to take on the Union County Braves. Back with more after this here on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
I'm Stephanie, manager of Purcell Tire. We offer a wide variety of options to keep your vehicle running smooth. We are now offering our car care package that includes oil and filter change, tire rotation and tread depth check, brakes, battery, belts, and hoses check. Call us today at 270-365-7291. Come see us at 309 U.S. Highway 62 West in Princeton, or visit us online at purcelltire.com.
At Caldwell Medical Center, our transitional care patients receive the same care as they would in a skilled nursing facility, including physical, occupational, respiratory, speech therapies, and more. Every situation is unique. We help our patients reach their personal goals for independent living, all delivered with the care and compassion our patients deserve, right here close to home. For more information, visit caldwellmedical.com.
It's Caldwell County and Union County tonight. The Tigers on the road for the first time. We're talking with Tiger head coach Aaron McClung. And Coach, 2 games into the season, what's kind of your grade card on your team through 2 games?
Well, we've improved. I'm not going to act like we're the same team we were last year. We're not. We're the guys understand more what it takes to win. And it's shown, especially offensively. I feel like that we've got a pretty potent offense. We got some smart kids, but we need to improve. Defensively, we're probably better than I thought we would be. I know we gave up 52 points last week, but for a half, the Hightower kid only had 108 yards for the game, and I think he probably had about 70 of them in the second half. So that's big, for our kids. We got some little kids that are tough and physical and get after it. Our linebackers and secondary, we've still given up some big 3rd downs and 4th downs, and that's something that we need to get better at. But overall, we're a totally different football team. And I think if you hang around the kids, you can see it reflected in their attitude. They expect to win, and they know. I hope they understand that with the schedule we played, we don't have easy wins. We don't have a bunch of easy wins on our schedule or any easy wins. So we're a good football team, but we got to go out and work and prepare. And when it comes to game time, you got to make plays. You can't have 2 minutes where you don't make any plays and you give up 3 touchdowns. You can't relax. You got to play a whole game.
Yeah, when you go back to last week, if you take away the 80-yard touchdown pass right before halftime and take away the punt return just after halftime, it's a different game. But unfortunately, you can't go back and take plays out.
You can't take them out. That's why you play the game, and those were 2 gigantic swings of momentum. And the punt, our punt team was terrible last week, and I am the coach of the punt team. That's my special team. So I take the blame for that. And I told the kids at practice this week it's my fault. We didn't spend enough time on it last week during practice, and it showed. The kids are out there playing hard, but they make mistakes, and it's my job as the coach to make sure we're prepared. We had a punt returned on us for a touchdown, and then we had I'd put a fake punt in, and it was wide open, and we didn't execute it, and that's my fault too because I didn't make sure that they knew exactly what they should have done right. We didn't practice it enough, so hopefully we'll get those things fixed, and we won't make those kind of big mistakes because you can't afford to make crucial mistakes like that against good football teams.
Do you change anything this week because you guys are on the road for the first time?
We're always going to be tweaking what we do offensively and defensively each week. Almost every team we play plays a very different style, has very different best players. So you're going to see some tweaks on our defense to counteract what Union does well. Offensively, you won't see us tweak as much because I feel like that we've had some success already. I do think you'll see us add things each week. We'll add some different things to our run game. We'll add some different pass plays. We'll add some trick plays. We want to, people scout you. Everybody's got film now, so you got to, knowing that people scout you, you got to do some things, when they scout you, you got to do some things that off of what those tendencies they're going to see. So we try to do some different things off of tendencies that we know they're going to see in us. I know what our tendencies are. I know what, if I was coaching against us, what I would be looking for. So with that mindset, we try to do some things offensively that if they react that way, we've got a counter to it. So.
Well, and there are some coaches who even say you should scout yourself just so you don't fall into those, predictable traps.
You definitely should. I've played or I've coached some teams where we didn't self-scout, and you get in a game and they're calling out your plays.
Yeah.
And they're right.
Yeah.
That can really discourage your kids when they're calling out the plays before you run them. So, we're not going to change our identity offensively. We're going to run the plays that we like to run, that I think we're good at, but we're going to have some things off of those plays that I hope will work.
Yeah, you go back to last week's game. I think the offense, the first two series of the game, 5 for 5 on third downs. And in football, that third down play has become huge, whether you're on offense or defense.
And there's a lot of things that are going to get added to our game plan that it's going to get added because our kids are getting more experience. Dalen has 2 games under his belt now. And he's seeing more things. He's watching more film. So he's going to have some different reactions. Cam Spikes is our F, and, he hasn't played a ton of football. He's only played 2 years of football. He's going to get better every week. So we got some kids that are learning and growing, and really, you want to win every game, but more importantly, you want to get better every week. So you want to peak at playoff time. And that's what I hope we're doing. That's what I hope we're building to. If we lose, we learn from it, we move on, and we get better. So I hope we learned something from last week, and we use that to come out and play Union County.
We've talked about the Union County offense. What does Union County want to do on defense, and who are some of the better kids on that side of the football?
They got a kid that plays defensive end. He plays defensive end, linebacker. They move him around. His name's Amari Black. He's a really good football player. We're gonna make sure we got to know where he is. They had some. The Johnson kid plays some strong safety and safety. He's obviously primarily an offensive player, but he's a good athlete. You get a good athlete on defense, he's gonna make plays. They got some big, strong kids up front. Veterans, they got a lot of seniors all over their defense. They're going to give you multiple looks. They're not going to stay in the same defense. So that's one thing we've been working on this week, and hopefully they'll give us some things and we can take advantage of it and move the football.
Union County's had a pretty impressive 3 or 4 year run, maybe as good as any they've had in school history up there.
Yeah, Coach John's the winningest coach in school history.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't realize that. I think he's been there about 7 or 8 years, and which is, that's why he is. He's won a bunch of games, and he's also stayed there longer than about any coach they've had there. So he's done a really good job. I like Coach Johns. We're friends, text, and he's done an outstanding job.
One thing, though, the Union County defense has given up some yardage this year in 2 games. Again, Madisonville and Crittenden County, the 2 opponents for them. So maybe that bodes well for the Tiger offense this week.
Well, Madisonville, they ran the ball a bunch, obviously, because they did it to us too. But Crittenden is primarily a passing team. They got a good quarterback, and they got 2 real stud receivers. So their running back got hurt, and another kid had to come in, and I think he had 70-something yards rushing. So Crittenden is really good offensively, so they were still able to move the ball. Probably should have scored more points than they did. I think they threw an interception in the end zone. But, they people have moved the ball on them. But, when you're dealing with 16 and 17-year-olds, you never know what they're going to show up and play like.
Well, Caldwell and Union doesn't seem like that big a rivalry when you look at it, but when you go back over the years, the Tigers and Braves have played some really good football games, so it's been a good game to have on the schedule.
We've had a lot of close games. It's gone back and forth at times. Actually, in some of the years we played, our primary school principal, Miss Danny Bean, he was the coach there. There's been some years that they've come in pretty highly rated and undefeated, and we jumped on them and beat them. I think they beat us the last 2 years. Yeah. Last 2 years or 3 years? Just last 2 years.
Let's see. No, 3 years ago they came in ranked, and we beat them at Tiger Stadium. Yeah. They were undefeated and ranked in Class 3A, and we got them that night.
Yeah. So it's been a competitive rivalry, and I expect that to continue. I like playing them. It's a little bit of a long drive, but it's not too bad. And it's almost always an early season game. So, our kids get along. We've never had any kind of dust up with them. It's just a good, hard-nosed football game.
So what are the keys to success for you guys against the Braves?
I think the key, we don't want to turn the ball over. If we take care of the football, hopefully we can move the ball we're pretty versatile offensively, so we want to take care of the football, and obviously defensively we got to stop the run.
All right, good luck to you guys tonight.
Thanks, Don.
That's Tiger head coach Aaron McClung. The Tigers and the Union County Braves coming up. Stay tuned. The Tiger pregame show is next here on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Are you ever stuck at home trying to perfect the do-it-yourself project?
Put your trust in Altman Coatings and turn that do-it-yourself project into a stress-free home makeover.
So whether you're looking for fine detail or simply a splash of new colors, Altman Coatings is the team you'll want on the job.
Call 889-8500 for a free estimate.
That's 889-8500 for your free estimate.
Learn more about Altman Coatings on Facebook and TikTok.
You Ride hopes you'll ride with the Tigers and Lady Tigers all season.
Time to head live to the stadium for a preview of tonight's action with the WPKY Sports Crew. The Caldwell County Tiger pregame show is on the air.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Union County High School. Tonight, the Caldwell County Tigers will take a 1-1 record into their first road game of the season as they take on the 1-1 Union County Braves. We are live tonight from Union County High School. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker on the call tonight. We've got Todd Griffin down on the field. We'll bring him in just a minute. John Miller down in the truck for us tonight. And Ken, this is going to be a good one tonight. Both teams at 1-1. You come into tonight knowing you have to stop a running Union County team, but last year they were a running Union County team and they threw the ball well against us. So you know what the main obstacle is to stop the run, but you're still going to have to guard the pass.
Yeah, Dennis, we've been pretty successful so far this year in stopping the run. We had a great first game against that big running back from
Central,
Hopkins Central. And then we held the kid from Madisonville last week to 20 or 30 yards in the first half. I mean, he kind of got loose a couple times in the second half. But overall, we've been able to stop the run so far this year. But Union County's pretty simple. They're like the old Oklahoma Sooners,
And I think they are about to do the national anthem. Let's go ahead and pause for that, then we'll be back on the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show. And we are back. National Anthem brought to you this season by Morris Construction. We appreciate these guys sponsoring our National Anthem. Morris Construction is the area's trusted name in home improvement and construction for over 20 years. Whether you're building a new home or upgrading your roof, they have the expertise to handle the project with care and professionalism. Morris Construction, they don't just get the job done, they nail it. We are just about 8 minutes, 52 seconds before we kick this one away. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker, Todd Griffin here on the call tonight at Union County as Caldwell County comes in at 1-1. Union County also 1-1 on the season. This is the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show. Trying to get an idea of what they are about to do on the field. I'll tell you what, John, let's take a 1-minute break and we'll be back and continue on with the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show.
Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
As a community, we faced challenges. We've seen that working together as a team, we're stronger. This is Heather Riley, marketing specialist with the Edge Media Group. With over 7 decades of building customer relationships, we've learned a thing or two about teamwork. We're dream builders. Through marketing campaigns designed specifically for unique needs, we help customers grow, building today's ideas into tomorrow's legacies. This is Heather Riley. Come build a legacy with me. Find out how at theedgemediagroup.net.
Bradley Furniture wishes all the Tigers good luck this season.
Feeling under the weather? Visit Princeton Drugstore for quick and easy testing. For only $40, get tested for flu, COVID, or strep. And the pharmacist can write you a prescription on the spot. In about 20 minutes, you can have your diagnosis, prescription, and a school excuse without leaving your car. Why wait at the doctor's office when you can get back to feeling better faster? Come to Princeton Drugs drive-thru today and take the fast lane to recovery. Princeton Drugstore, your quick stop to feeling good again.
Got a news tip, community event, info, or picture to share? Text us at 270-963-9038. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Cozy Living Interior and Boutique wishes the Tigers all the best luck. Stay safe on the road while keeping your vehicle in top shape while enjoying a smoother, quieter ride. Ensure fuel efficiency by trusting the tire experts at Trice Hughes. Stocking leading brands like Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, and Bridgestone ensures quality and longevity. Plus, enjoy no-cost tire rotations with every service appointment for the life of your tires. Discover the Trice Hughes difference in Princeton or find them at tricehughesgm.com. At Trice Hughes, they're more than just tires.
Hey, sports fans, you wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense. When it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? At Goodwin Insurance, they take care of all your insurance needs. You deserve someone that provides comprehensive coverage and is working alongside you in your community. Contact them today for a quote.
Goodwin Insurance of Princeton, Cadiz, or Marion, or online at insurewithgoodwin.com.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Why support local?
Shopping at a local store means you can get an expert opinion about the products that you're purchasing. Local shop owners have to be experts in their field to compete. You can ask them questions and get advice about products.
The Edge Media Group urges you to support local every chance you get.
Holiday Hills Resort says, best of luck, Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Welcome back to Union County High School, getting set for the Tigers and the Braves tonight from Morganfield. 4.5 minutes before we kick this one off. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker here on the call tonight as we are in the Travis Construction and Concrete pregame show on WPKY Princeton. Travis Construction and Concrete for all of your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and much more. Good luck, Tigers, and here's to building a successful year from Travis Construction and Concrete. Ken, this is a team that's got a very quality kid, Jaron Johnson, that's can play some quarterback, can play some running back. He's going to be all over the field. He's going to touch the ball just about every play on every possession for Union County. He's a quality kid, averaging about 125 yards a game on the ground. And Willem McPeak is another kid that can run the football, averaging almost 100 right at 99 yards a game. So Caldwell County has to key on that running game early on.
Absolutely, Dennis. It's a two-headed monster for those guys. And going back to Jaron Johnson, I mean, he is he's a Swiss Army knife.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this kid can do everything. He can throw the ball, run the ball, catch the ball. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised he can kick the ball for them too. I mean, he's a really, really good player. He's tough to stop. We've known about him for years. He's been a thorn in our side for the last 3 years.
Finally a senior.
And I'm sure McClung is not going to be sad to see him go, as will a lot of Caldwell County folks. But, yeah, we just have to play our game. We have to stop the run. We have to, keep, be disciplined on the line, keep our gap control and see what happens with it.
For Caldwell County, let's go ahead and get to a pretty important cog in the wheel for Caldwell County, if you would say that. Let's look at the injury report tonight, brought to you by Caldwell Medical Center. Caldwell Medical Associates Orthopedic Clinic is your one-stop shop for orthopedic care to get you back out on the field. Our skilled team of providers has the experience and knowledge to treat and diagnose a wide range of orthopedic services. That's Caldwell Medical Associates. And a big one out tonight, Ken, and I'll let you talk a little bit more about that young man that won't be playing tonight.
Yeah, Cam Wilson tweaked his knee in the game against Madisonville, so he's going to be out tonight. I'm going to get reevaluated next week and see how things are looking. Hopefully we can get him back in the next few weeks. We'll just see how it looks when he gets reevaluated. But he's a big part of our defense, particularly. He's going to be a big loss for us tonight.
Teams are going out to midfield. Let's join the Go Green Field report with tonight's coin toss.
All right, Dennis, thanks. We're down here. The team captains exchanging handshakes. Larry Thompson, your white hat tonight.
Reason, okay, we have trouble on the field. Y'all take care of it so we don't have to, okay? Who's making the call over here? I am. You are? Tails. The Moose is going to be heads. The Mountains are tails, okay? You call it air. Tails. He calls tails. It is heads. You want to toss and you want to? Defer. You want to defer. Y'all want the ball?
Yes, sir.
You want to kick it from the scoreboard?
Number 23, Christian. Oh.
Kicking from the scoreboard. Blue down there, white down here.
All right, guys, for the first time this season, Caldwell County lost the coin toss, but the Tigers will get the football first tonight after Union County deferred. Beautiful night here in Morgan Field. Of course, we understand some weather going through some of the areas. Hoptown and Christian County had to push their kickoff back to 8 o'clock tonight because of heavy rains over around the Stadium of Champions tonight.
And it'd be nice to see if that could cover a little bit more ground. Thank you, Todd, for that report down on the field tonight as the teams are getting set to come to their respective sidelines just about a minute away from kickoff here. Kickoff brought to you by Farless Realty. Are you ready to buy or sell a home? Don't waste precious time. Call Farless Realty today and let a realtor do it for you. Call 270-365-5058. Stop by 323 South Jefferson Street in Princeton or online at Facebook or farlessrealty.com. We'll take a break. Kickoff is next.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
Got a news tip, community event, info, or picture to share? Text us at 270-963-9038. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Raider Auction Company is excited to cheer on all the Tiger athletes this season. Go Tigers from Raider Auction Company.
Welcome back to Union County High School. Dennis Stevens and the Michael Anthony of color analyst, Ken Parker, with me tonight. So like how we fit some Van Halen in there, Ken. Caldwell County is coming out on the field. We'll have the prayer real quick tonight before we have the opening kick. Holy God, thank you for another night at the gym. We ask that you protect each student that steps on the field tonight. And we also ask that you bless the efforts of each student in ways they never thought possible. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. It's just a pleasure to be sitting next to David Lee Roth tonight. That's all I can say. And I got Eddie Van Halen between us here. So
I love it. Alex Van Halen down on the field for some reports later on. We are set for kickoff here tonight from Union County. They put the ball in play.
He's onside it.
Little pooch kick, and it's fielded by Caldwell County at midfield. Good job by the Tigers. They'll return it into Union County territory. And out of the gate, Caldwell County with very good field position. Seth Trusty with the catch at midfield on the little short onsides kickoff. And Caldwell County is going to take over at the Union County 43-yard line. So big break for Caldwell County as they'll bring the offense out tonight. White jerseys, blue pants, gold helmets for the Tigers. It's all powder blue for Union County as Caldwell County comes out first. On offense, Dalen Lander, a kid that's making strides every week, Ken.
Absolutely. Pretty unexpected twist there by Union for that little pooch kick to start the game, but great job by Trusty to field it.
Tigers have a player in motion. Handoff is to Spikes. Spikes finds a hole, picks up 3 on first down, brought down at the 40. Cam Spikes, a hard runner for Caldwell County. You got a feeling he could have maybe a 25-touch night tonight.
Absolutely, Dennis. With Cam Wilson being out, we're a little bit slim at the running back position. Luke Maddox will shift over there a little bit, I think, too.
Luke Parker, lone receiver on the right side. They'll bring Spikes out with him. Handoff, though, in the backfield is number 2, Luke Maddox. Maddox picks up 2 hard yards, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers. Caldwell County looking to keep it on the ground early. We'll see if they go to the air here, Ken, at 3rd and 5.
Yeah, probably 4th down territory here, honestly, Dennis. I mean, the way things have been going for us, pretty much if you're inside the 40, it's 4 down territory, it seems like, for these guys, and I probably would agree with that.
You got the speedster, Zy Rollins, all alone on the far side. 3 receivers set to the right. Union County showing blitz. They bring it. Picked up nicely by Caldwell County. Lander tries to go over the middle. That one tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
Yeah, they brought the linebacker on the blitz and rushed Jalen just a little bit. He was looking for Gus on the little comeback route, and the defensive end, or the lineman, just got his hand on the ball and knocked it down there.
Well, we've got a second. Let's wish happy birthday to Caldwell County lineman Daniel Laron. I think I heard on Tessa's show this morning that it's the birthday for number 78. Dalen Lander on 4th down. And Union County may have jumped enough to give us the first down. We'll see if that one does go against the Braves.
They're going to mark it off on Union County.
While we've got a second, let's go down for our first Go Green Field report with Todd tonight.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see exactly where they mark this off to because it's going to be right at the line to gain. I wonder if they'll mark it off and then measure. You ever seen one of those before?
We've seen a little bit of everything with measurements, I think, last year, Todd. There's some oddities on how different crews do different things with the measurements.
So they call illegal motion on us and then offsides on them, offsetting penalties.
Oh, so we'll just line up and do it again then.
Yeah.
But they do walk it off and then bring it back. Another one I've never really understood. 4th down and 5 after all the dust settles. Officials still in some discussion.
Okay, maybe that's better. I thought
Ball
we lost
should
a
be
yard.
at the 38, yeah. They did have to move the sideline official back a yard on the spot of the ball. So it is 4th down and 5 coming up for the Tigers. Opening possession here from Union County High School, 10:48. Still left to play in the first quarter. Beautiful night. Little breeze going here at Union County. Lander takes a snap, drops back, pockets good, throws over the middle, complete. And it's going to be enough for a first down. Nice job by number 28, Gus Fox, to go up in traffic and bring that one down and to hold on to the ball, Ken.
Yeah, Gus came up, ran a little stop route there, and jumped up, caught it, between the 2 and the 8. Pulled a little bit of a Lynn Swan look there, the way he used to jump up and catch that ball in his chest. But hey, if it worked for Lynn Swan.
We'll take it. You can't go wrong if your comparison is Lynn Swan.
No.
2 backfield. Maddox, though, goes in motion. Hand off to Spikes. Spikes cuts up the middle and loses a yard on the play.
Well,
Brought
Dennis,
down at the 30.
Dennis, we're getting a few yards at a time here. We're nothing big, but we're keeping Union County off the field. We've got a little drive going here. And now we're sort of in a Sutton Ritchie range. You get the ball inside the 30, suddenly you think about putting some points on the board if you can't get the conversion here.
The kid during warm-ups was drilling 45-yarders with no problem. Ball at the 30, 2nd down and 11. Tripp setting out to the left. Lander drops back. That one tipped at the line again. It's pretty good-sized kids on the line for Union County, and they're getting their hands up pretty well. 2nd tip ball of the night against Lander. 3rd down and 11 for the Tigers. 9:44. Incompletion stops the clock at 9:44 left to play in the first quarter. Caldwell County with the first possession. We hope everybody enjoyed the parade coverage this afternoon. A lot of black patch coverage tomorrow on WPKY. I hope you'll tune in throughout the day.
You know, that's the second pass that's been knocked down so far, Dennis. I'd like to see, we may have to have a little moving pocket, get Dalen out a little bit, move him around some.
I like when Madisonville pinned their ears last week and Dalen rolled out to both sides. He's strong enough to throw against his body. Did a good job at that last week against Madisonville.
Yeah, we got two backs in here. We might see a little max protection action here. Let's see how it goes.
Luke Parker, near side receiver. Maddox goes in motion. Quick outlet to Maddox. It's complete. Maddox turns up the field, had some blockers. Flag comes in from the backfield as Maddox is brought down at the 25-yard line.
I mean, they're going to call a hold, I'm sure, on this. But, again, I thought Gus had the kid locked up pretty good. I just didn't see that. They just almost like I don't know, Dennis. I watched that play closely. They've been calling holds on those screens a lot on us, and I just didn't see that hold. But, I mean, we're a little ways off here, obviously, so.
That penalty will negate a 5-yard pickup from Lander to Maddox. Ken, while we're stopped for a second, talk a little bit about the improvement of this Tiger bunch through the first two games. They've been somewhat impressive, especially that first half last week, I thought, against Madisonville.
They played a great first half against Madisonville Maroons. Madisonville's an excellent football team. And we came out and just pretty much could have taken the lead in that game going into halftime, but we had that dagger there right at the end of the half, and then, of course, that punt return.
Caldwell County's going to set up third down and about 15. Lander drops back out of an empty backfield. Union County brings pressure from the edges, throws it down the field, has Fox complete and enough for a first down. Great job by that line to hold off the edge blitz.
Yeah, Dayton did a good job by getting down there, and he stepped up in the pocket, bought a little time for himself, shimmied over, and then Gus found the hole in that zone and just sat there and made a great tiptoe catch on the sidelines.
That is a New Tech seed. First down, New Tech seeds growing more than just corn and soybeans. Like the Tigers, they grow success. Hand off to Spike. Spike's tripped up as he tried to make the turn around that left corner.
Yeah, Cam was about one man away from busting one there, and he got his shoestring and brought him down.
You're going to spot that ball. Looks like the 16-yard line, maybe a loss of one on the play. Second down and a short 11 coming up for Caldwell County. Coming into the ball game is going to be Spikes. Back in at the back. Trip set to the far side. Lander looks this way to Parker. Parker in the end zone.
Got him. Touchdown.
And let's see if they did break the plane. It is a touchdown, Tigers. 16-yard pass from Lander to Parker.
Yeah, we had Luke one-on-one over there against that DB. We had the wide side of the field. Luke had a lot of green grass to work with, ran a nice stick route, put his foot in the ground, and Dalen threw a bullet strike right there, right into number one for Luke. So good job by the Tigers there.
Extra point attempt is up and good. So Caldwell County on the board with a Goodwin Insurance touchdown to make it 7-0. Goodwin Insurance, a locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. Goodwin Insurance is a proud sponsor of Caldwell County Athletics. Back in 30 seconds.
Picture this. You're sipping coffee, admiring the home of your dreams with a fresh, vibrant coat of paint.
At Altman Coatings, we bring this vision to life, faster and more efficiently than you ever thought.
If you're ready to take the next step, a free estimate is just a phone call away.
Call 889-8500 for a free estimate.
That's 889-8500 for your free estimate.
Learn more about Altman Coatings on Facebook and TikTok.
First Southern National Bank wants to wish the Tigers all the best of luck.
Welcome back to Union County High School. First quarter, Caldwell County leads this one 7-0. First quarter is brought to you by our friends at Cozy Living Interiors. Cozy Living Interiors Boutique, located on the Northfield Drive in Princeton. Caldwell County gets set to kick off. Cozy Living is everything a home should be. 16-yard pass play from Lander to Parker has Caldwell County on the board first. Ritchie with the kickoff. He's going to drive Union back, fielded at the goal line. In fact, he stepped in. It'll be a touchback, had a foot back across the goal line, so unable to return that one. Richie is a monster on these kickoffs, Ken. That's such a weapon all season long to have somebody that can put that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, Dennis, absolutely. And you know who's returning kicks for those guys? Number 1, Jaron Johnson. So he is a threat everywhere he touches the football. And anytime you can keep the ball out of his hands, you're doing a good job. I'm anxious to see what we do here on defense, Dennis. This is going to speak a lot here. They're going to try to come out and run the football, but, hey, wouldn't it be nice to get them into a passing game?
It would. It would. And they're capable of it, but it's not their forte. You want to try to stop that run and make them do that. Ken, welcome to your first chance to try to designate or try to pick out the numbers on a Union County jersey. Red on powder blue. A quick pitch, and it's Union County on the run to the left side. Tackle near the sideline by Maddox. That was number 8 on the carry, Luke Thomas.
Yeah, that's only Luke Thomas's second attempt of the year, so he doesn't get the ball very much, Dennis, so they're throwing some wrinkles in tonight on the Tigers.
Good job by Maddox to get to that sideline. It was a good gain by Union County. Picked up about 8 yards on the play, 2nd down and 2 coming up for the Braves. See if we can pick out the jersey number on their quarterback. They switch quarterbacks. 2 or 3 different players can play it. It's a run, and enough look like for a first down with the forward progress out to the 31-yard line, so they'll move the chains. Caldwell County will back it up as Union County picks up the first down on the play. Let's go down for a Go Green field report with Todd.
Well, I was going to say that this game started out great for Caldwell County with a short field. They get the touchdown. Now if you can get Union County to eat 3 or 4 minutes off the clock, not score and give the ball back to us, we'll really be sitting pretty.
I like that recipe, Todd. Union County comes to the line, single back in the backfield. Quarterback on the keeper, has some room, gets across the 40, hit at the 45, and brought down, and that is number 1, Jaron Johnson. Kid is not a huge back, but a powerfully built kid with a quick first step, and enough for another first down for Union County out to their own 46-yard line. Johnson's going to stay in at quarterback. Union will send 2 receivers to the far side, 1 near side receiver in one-on-one coverage. Hand off to McPeak, and it's a reverse, and Union County up the field. Flags coming down as Union County gets in Caldwell County territory inside the 30, but you would think this one may come back as flags came in towards the end of that play near the sideline.
Yeah, Dennis, they're probably going to be a hold, but it certainly looked like it was a hold up here on the line when our lineman turned around and suddenly he couldn't move anymore because they had a jersey. I believe it would have been nicer to have that call up here, but I believe we'll take it either way. A little concerning right now, Dennis. You know, they're getting, we're not really keeping our gap discipline very well, and they're getting outside on us, and we need to shore that up a little bit. I mean,
yeah, their runs have been for a good chunk of yardage every time, it seems like. So
we've got 7 or 8 kids in the box here, but we got to be more disciplined.
Senior Jaron Johnson at quarterback.
I tell you, he's a small kid, but he packs a punch, doesn't he?
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2 backfield. McPeak the blocking back. Handoff across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. That was Thomas again on the carry. Second down and short. Or did they get enough for the first? I think they're moving the chains. So it will be a first down for Union County in Caldwell County territory. 6:29 left to play in the first quarter. Caldwell County leads this one 7-0 on a 16-yard pass play from Dalen Lander to Luke Parker. 1st and 10 for Union. McPeak is a huge blocking back in that backfield. It's Johnson picking his way through behind McPeak's side. And it's a good gain for Johnson inside the 40 of Caldwell County. Spot him down at the 38-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play. McPeak by far the bigger of the 2 backs, Ken, but he is a whale of a blocker. Where he lines up, you better be ready to look for number 1 following him right in that hole.
Yeah, Dennis, our linebacker just has to go in there and take it on. I mean, that's big boy football. There's going to be some collisions. That linebacker needs to take him on, and somebody needs to come up and stuff it.
Thomas in the backfield with Johnson. McPeak to the right side, handoff to Thomas. Thomas straight up the middle, finds a hole. Shoestring tackle at the 29 will bring Thomas down, but it's enough again for Union County, a first down. This is what they did. They do a lot this season. This team averages 272 yards on the ground. Throws very seldom, only 14 throws, only 5 completions on the year.
Well, Jaron Johnson averages almost 9 yards a carry.
Right. So
And, I mean,
no need to really pass a whole lot.
That's Bo Jackson statistics right there, Dennis, and that's about what they're getting on us. They're gashing us pretty good right now.
Johnson brings that running attack back to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 from the Tiger 28-yard line. Johnson on the keeper, has a hole to the left side. Barrels over a couple of players. Caldwell County still trying to wrap him up. Gets down inside the 15-yard line. Johnson finally brought down at the 13.
Yeah,
another first down run for Jaron Johnson.
Yeah, they're spreading us out with 3 wide, and then they're just letting Johnson have a little option look to it.
And it is Union County out of the huddle. Oh, much better, John. Thank you. No lights in the press box, and that helps tremendously.
I feel like we're at Fenway Park behind a banister.
Whistles blow. And it looks like Caldwell County didn't like what they saw defensively. They take the timeout. Let's keep it right here, John, and tell our folks about our fine timeout sponsors, and that's my old buddies at U-Ride, a quality pre-owned vehicle you can trust from people you can trust. Contact Lee Hughes or Tommy Harrison for an appointment. U-Ride, your used car dealer before, during, and after the sale. Those guys will do you a great job. Our old booth mate, Bob Hayes, just picked up a new car from Lee Hughes, a little Jeep Compass. So go by and check it out and talk to our friends there at U-Ride and back over at Tri-Shoes as well.
Yeah, that's a great place. That's a Princeton staple, Tri-Shoes Chevrolet. They do a great job there.
Timeout was called with 4:28 left to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Caldwell County in the lead, but Union County marching right down the field. Ball spotted at the 13-yard line of the Tigers as Union County comes back out of the timeout. Great night. We had a little rain in Princeton earlier. They have delayed the Hopkinsville Christian County game till 8 o'clock start time tonight because of weather. But a beautiful night here in Morganfield.
All right, let's see if we can pull up and get a stop here, Dennis.
They're going to line it up with McPeak right on the end, right into that line. Hand off to Thomas up the middle. Gets inside the 10. Brought down, trying to get that number. Ken, looked like number 88 on the tackle for Caldwell County, and that's Derek Wilson. Second down coming up for the Braves inside the Tiger 10 at the 8-yard line. There was a time we could do a whole season full of games, Ken, never see a huddle on the field. Union County going to the huddle. And you see that out of some teams now that want to run the football a lot.
Well, I think pretty soon we may be going back to the way it used to be. Who knows? 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Who knows, Dennis? But it's good that we're going both ways.
It's Johnson on the keeper, and he's going to walk in untouched into the left corner for a Union County touchdown. That was an impressive drive, Ken.
Yeah, that was awfully easy right there, Dennis. You know, you hope we can make some adjustments here and see if we can slow this run game down a little bit. I would just like to see some first contact at the line of scrimmage. You know, the first contact he was getting was by our DBs and safeties. You know, they had us blocked up pretty good on all those runs he had.
Good-sized kids on that line, too, for Union County. We'll see that with a lot of these bigger schools that we play week in and week out. Extra point attempt to try to tie it up. Good snap. Kick is up. And it's good. With 3:39 left to play in the first, it's tied up at 7. Back after this.
Get the job done and then some with Farm All Utility C-Series tractors from Case IH at H&R AgriPower in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. These heavy, durable tractors have their weight distributed in 6 different locations, eliminating the need for inefficient wheel weights. The emission system does not require DPF or a diesel particulate filter, reducing time loss and fuel waste on regeneration. Plus, a comfortable cab makes a long day's work a lot more productive. To learn more about Case IH Farm All Utility C-Series tractors, visit H&R AgriPower in Hopkinsville, Kentucky today.
Get the best in area high school sports on the go. The award-winning coverage you expect from YourSportsEdge.com is available on our incredible app. Catch every thrilling moment from game-changing plays to unforgettable victories right in the palm of your hand. And it's free. Your teams play at YourSportsEdge.com.
Fortner Gas wants to wish the Tigers best of luck this year.
Welcome back to Union County High School. The Braves on a long drive on the ground take it in to tie it up at 7. Jaron Johnson capped it off with an 8-yard run into the left side of the end zone. Let's see what Union County does here, Ken. They tried to surprise Caldwell County with an onside kick early on. Caldwell County responded, able to get good field position. We'll see if they try to go a little bit deeper with this one.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. They're lined up in a weird formation here. They're doing a little sky kick here.
Pretty much the same thing. It's going to be down. A nice catch on that far side. That was number... Looks like 21, Drew Stevens.
Drew Stevens, yeah.
Gives Caldwell County, again, decent field position. This time it will be at their own 34-yard line.
Well, hey, you know, we punch, they punch. Now let's see what we can do.
Caldwell County looked good in that early drive. They had a couple of plays with some penalties involved on it, but Caldwell County will come out, see if they can move the ball down the field. I love the play so far of Dalen Lander. And he's had really good protection. You got to talk about that line a little bit for Caldwell County because Union will bring some pretty big kids themselves. Lander, quick hit to Spike. Spikes turns it up the field across the 40, tries to get to the outside and steps out of bounds. We'll see where they mark him out at. Nice run on first down, nice pass on first down from Lander to Spikes. Spikes will go out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, nice blocking out there by Gus Fox and Luke Parker. We didn't get a hold call, so that was a win for a screen pass. It actually has some positive yardage that we didn't get called back.
New Tech Seed, first down for Caldwell County. Lander tried to get into the other side this time. Maddox turns it up the field, lowers his head, picks up some extra yardage. Good hard run after the catch by Luke Maddox.
Another flag. I mean, it's just, you know.
And that one is that's tough because Maddox did a great job on the run. Just put that head down and picked up an extra 6 or 7 yards on the play. But Caldwell County is going to be penalized on the play. Let's go down for a Go Green field report on this one with Todd.
Caldwell County is wanting to know why they didn't get a couple of holds. Union County on the Braves' last possession. On one play, looked like a Caldwell County lineman actually he grabbed his face mask as he was trying to get up the field, and, you know, we didn't get a hold. Now we get a little positive play going. They called a hold. Tigers going side to side, maybe trying to make that Union County defensive line work a little bit.
Lander with the handoff. And not much there for Caldwell County, stuffed at the 40. Ball was spotted on the 38. It's just 2-yard gain by Maddox on that one as Caldwell County tried to keep it on the ground that time.
I mean, Dennis, every time we throw a screen, they get a hold on our receivers. I just – you know, I can't – you know, I've watched the tape on these games, and I have not seen that. I mean, it looks like they're blocking well. Just because a kid can't make a tackle doesn't mean he's getting held. And, you know, when you listen to the coach on the other side, they're going to call it every time. So
Lander will send 3 receivers to his right side. Looks right, has some protection now, has the scramble. He's going to get seamed up and brought down.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you know, we're not a good team from 1st and 20. And, you know, that really sets us back on what we can do. And we have, you know, that long yardage to go on these plays.
Yeah, loss on the play again. It's going to be back to the 37-yard line. They've got to get to the Union County 44 for a first down.
And we had it at the Union County 34.
Yeah, exactly right. And I wouldn't think you would have that many holds because that's a staple of Caldwell County, the wide receiver screen.
Well, the running back screen, the wide receiver screen.
Lander drops back, wanted to go over the middle, scrambles, stays on his feet, dodges one tackle, but gets back and brought down at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, we you know, we're a much better quick passing team than – but, you know, we can't play our game when it's, like I said, 1st and 20, 2nd and 20, 3rd and 20. You know, they just drop back in too deep, and they just, you know, put pressure on Dalen. They only rushed forward and still got pressure on Dalen there. So
it's going to be Caldwell County coming out in punt formation. Union County looks like they're going to drop Thomas back to receive the kick. Luke Parker will be the punter for Caldwell County. 1:22 left to play in the first quarter. Tied at 7. Parker gets a good kick away. Nice spiral. Backs Thomas up. Thomas bobbles, picks it up, and he's going to be brought down on great coverage by Caldwell County. Let's get that number.
Leighton Wall.
Very good coverage. Number 22, Leighton Wall, with a good hit. That keeps Union County pinned up in some of their worst field position. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. Clock stopped at 1:12 to play in the first quarter. Tied at 7 here at Union County. We've called Leighton Wall's number a lot this year already, Ken. That kid hustles anytime he comes on in between the white lines.
He's not going to get his name in the paper a lot, Dennis, but I tell you, kids like him is what makes a football team. When you got kids that are just going to do the old pick and shovel kind of stuff, get dirty.
2 receivers out wide right for Union County. Johnson with his blocker on the right side. Hand off to Thomas. Thomas tries to go right side. Has some room. Nice run again on first down by Union County. Out across the 25-yard line to the 26 is where they'll spot the ball.
You know, I would love to see, something go our way for once on some of these calls here. They had us locked up on that side of the field there. I mean, I thought it was good blocking by Union County as well.
That McPeak kid is a difference maker when he can block out of that backfield like that.
He's a truck, man. He's leading this running back around. I mean, he just moves people out of the way. He's a strong kid.
2 receivers this time to the left for Johnson. Johnson on the keeper. He'll come left side of the line. Gets tripped up in the backfield. He's going to be shy of a first down. Stopped at the 29-yard line. 23 seconds left. They're going to start the clock. I'm not sure if Union will get another playoff before the end of the first quarter. We are tied at 7. Union County back in the huddle. We'll see if they even try it, and it doesn't look like they will, Ken, as the clock ticks down 7 seconds. And they will not come to the line. We'll go to a break as Caldwell County is tied with Union County after 1 at 7.
I'm Stephanie, manager of Purcell Tire. We offer a wide variety of options to keep your vehicle running smooth. We are now offering our car care package that includes oil and filter change, tire rotation and tread depth check, brakes, battery, belts, and hoses check. Call us today at 270-365-7291. Come see us at 309 U.S. Highway 62 West in Princeton, or visit us online at purcelltire.com.
Transform your brand with the power of outdoor LED digital billboards. The Edge Media Group brings your message to life in Hopkinsville, Princeton, and Cadiz, reaching thousands every day. Visit theedgemediagroup.net for more info and let us light up your business today.
Health First Community Health Center wishes the Tiger best of luck this year.
All right, welcome back to Union County as the Jay Giles Brad brings us in here. This second quarter is brought to you by Cozy Living. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique just celebrated their 6th anniversary under the ownership and management of Pam and Hab Haberlock. They offer beautiful furniture, bedding, accessories, and gifts. They are also your local U-Haul dealer. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. Everything a home should be.
We are ready for second quarter action. Union County takes a snap. Johnson's going to keep it. Hits the left side of the line. Big gain again. He's got some room. And it's a foot race. Fox and Johnson. Fox catches up to him, but not until it's a big gain for Union County. Deep in Caldwell County territory. We'll see where they spot it, but it's going to be inside the 25-yard line of Caldwell County. Spotted at the 22-yard line. Union County, 1st and 10 from the Tiger 22. And that kid he's got to be hard to grab, Ken, because there's not a lot of height to him. He's going to be a low target, and he keeps those legs turning.
Well, they're not doing anything special. It's a direct snap, and he's just running the football. I mean, they're just lining up and blocking us. So we've got to fill some gaps here and try to control that. He just went off the left tackle, 60 yards.
Johnson with Thomas.
Zero.
Johnson takes a snap. It's a handoff. They go to the left side, and it's down towards the end zone. A saving tackle down in the corner. But 1st and goal coming up for the Braves. I didn't see a flag on the play.
Blocking the back on Union County. Great job by Gus Fox. Gus Fox is a fast kid. I mean, he came over and just made the play. He's a good-looking defender, and Gus is one of our best players, defensively and offensively.
Block in the back is the call against Union County. Let's go down while they move the ball for a Go Green field report.
Yeah, we finally got one of those calls. That'll back them up a little bit. We'll see if that helps out the Tiger defense. Of course, it's like watching a binary offense for Union County with all the ones and zeros in the backfield.
Is Gary Goodacre down there?
No, I came up with that one on my own.
Ball at the 27-yard line. You tune in for a ball game, we get the comedy act too. Caldwell County jumps on that one. They'll give Union County 5 yards of that penalty back.
Let's just hope we can be a virus.
Oh, my goodness. 10:49 left to play in the first half. Fun nights on Friday nights. Look forward to them every week. Union County walks to the football as they are tied with the Tigers, but threatening here with the ball inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. And Johnson's going to go to the air, looks it over. Instead, pulls it down, is going to keep it, has some room on that far side. Hit, and a flag comes down. May have been a face mask as Johnson's head was being pulled. It may have that or a horse collar. But flags come in at the end of the run as Johnson gets down to about the 10 or 11-yard line. We'll see where the official spot is. We can go down for another Go Green report. Todd, if you can tell us a little bit about what penalty came up. It looks like it's against Caldwell County.
Well, I thought we were going to get a block in the back on Union County over on their sideline over there, but referee's still talking about it. A Caldwell County player definitely got pushed in the back down the field.
And it is offsetting penalties. So they'll redo the play. A break for Caldwell County because that's a couple of times, Ken, that Union County has been able to break it and get down inside the 10.
I mean, when that kid dropped back to pass, he looked for 1 second and he put his foot in the ground and was gone. I mean, he's a fast young man. Obviously we got some guys that are spying him, but he's tough to bring down, Dennis. He's a load.
Yeah, they've only thrown 14 times on the season, so I don't think he's really dropping back with a full intent to throw the ball unless somebody's wide open early.
I mean, especially the way they're gashing us, I don't see why they would want to throw the football right now.
Jaron Johnson, one of the premier players in West Kentucky at quarterback. Puts one in motion. Hand off to the left side. Pretty good gain inside the 20. Willem McPeak carries on the play. You got to give that guy, let him eat a little bit too. He's done a lot of blocking, especially early on in that first quarter. So McPeak getting a little dose of the carry for Union County. 10-15 to play in the first half.
Well, he's ran for 197 yards in 2 games, so he does his share of damage, that's for sure.
A little bigger running back than Johnson, but Johnson with probably a little more speed. One receiver each way for Union County. Now they're going to have 2 on the far side. They'll put one in motion. Little pitch in the backfield trying to make the corner. Union County gets to the outside and stopped. Good stretch out on that play. Was that Jack Roach? We'll get the number coming up. It's not enough for a first down for Union County.
Looks like Eli Stevens and Jack Roach both were out there stretching that play out. Seth Trusty was out there as well.
Good job by those guys.
You know, once you pound the middle like that, Dennis, those little jet sweeps open up because everybody's expecting you to hit the middle, and everybody's clogging it in, and all of a sudden they pop one out on you like that. So that was a good play call by Union County.
That'll bring up third down. A short 2 coming up for Union County. I would be shocked if it's not Johnson on the carry on this one. He's at quarterback, takes a snap, keeps it himself, finds a hole on that left side. Flag comes in.
That's going to come back, Dennis. That was a big play right there. Our right defensive tackle got held, and he couldn't make the play, and that's going to put them back 10 yards. So that's a huge break for Caldwell County right there, Dennis.
Was that Garner Stallings that got held on the play?
I think 58.
58. I thought 56.
Well, I can't tell from here. Yeah, it's whatever. I think it's Garner.
Yeah. 58 just came in after that play for the next one coming up. So it will bring Union County back. Penalties have been our enemy and our friend both. A little bit more of an enemy in the first quarter, but our friend certainly here in the second quarter. A lot of time being run off on this possession, though, by Union County. 8:38.
He's passing.
Johnson
there he
drops
goes.
back. Now he takes off, just lets the sea open up. Now Johnson down inside the 10-yard line.
I mean, when he goes back to pass, he's probably not throwing the ball.
Talk about Luke Parker out of that safety position. Kenny, he drops back, but he's patient enough. He looks the field over. He sees a hole. He takes off.
And if we drop our guys back in coverage, he just bolts to one side, and it's hard to catch him.
First and goal. I think they spotted that one on the 4-yard line officially.
That was a big conversion for those guys right there.
First and goal for the Braves with 8 minutes to play in the first half. Tied up at 7, but Union County threatening. Johnson takes a snap, handoff, and touchdown. I didn't catch the runner, but it was a 4-yard touchdown by Union County.
That's McPeak.
McPeak.
Well, Dennis, we're going to have to respond here on offense. You know, we need to come in and have a little bit of a sustained drive, and let's try to tie this ball game up here. We've moved the football on the guys. We just can't quite, get over the hump when we lose 10 yards on the holding penalties. They capitalized when they got the holding penalty.
Extra point up and good with 7:58 to play in the first half. Union County with their first lead of the night at 14-7. Back after this.
Your Planters Bank total checking account is now overflowing with benefits from the new Planters Perks Checking. Get new benefits accessible instantly from the exclusive Planters Perks app. New ways to waive your monthly service charge. Valuable savings at area businesses. And you can keep your total current checking access and benefits. Just download the Planters Perks app to get started. Planters Perks. Reason number 53 that Planters is the bank where you can expect great things. Member FDIC.
Why support local?
Better service. Local business owners are passionate about their products and typically take more time to get to know their customers. They'll often go the extra mile to help you to ensure you're a satisfied customer.
The Edge Media Group urges you to support local every chance you get.
La Potosina Mexican Restaurant would like to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
Welcome back to Union County High School. Caldwell County will get set to receive the football after Union County capitalizes on a first and goal play from the 4. It was McPeak on a 4-yard run to give Union County their first lead of the night at 14-7. Caldwell County will drop back Maddox and Farrow deep. So far, Union County has not kicked it past much less the 35-40-yard line. This one touched by Caldwell County, and it's going to be Union County football as Caldwell County could not come up with the catch.
I mean, we know that's coming. We've got to see that coming. Just come up and make the play. Come up and fair catch the ball. It's on the 40-yard line. It's a huge break for Union County, and now they've got the ball on the 40, and they've just been gashing us.
Yeah, that was a hurtful turnover for Caldwell County to not receive that kick. Union County is going to have the football at the Caldwell County 40-yard line, and the offense right back on the field for Union County. That's a play that apparently their kicker does kick the extra point deeper than what they're doing here, but it looks like that's the plan, just to kick the little pooch kicks, and it's kind of a high onside kick.
We just come up. We just got to come up. Got to put our guys right there to make that catch. I mean, the last ball we caught was on the 40-yard line. That's where that last one was at too.
Union County, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Whistles will blow this one dead before we get started. And I think a delay of game may have been called on Union County.
We don't have a play clock here. I can't see one at least.
Let's go down for a go green report. Todd, was that the call? Was it delay of game?
Yes, the back judge threw the flag, called delay of game, and no, we don't have any play clocks here tonight. And sometimes when you don't see play clocks when you go someplace, That's because they like to take a few extra seconds to get their plays off.
Well, you know, they don't paint the inside of their batter's box here either, and they crowd the plate like crazy, so it doesn't surprise me.
Home field advantage.
That's right.
Ball spotted back at the 45 after the penalty. 1st and 15 coming up for Union County on a beautiful night. This one's turned into a great one down on the field. A little rain earlier today, good breeze here at Union County, but a much more comfortable night than the first 2 nights of the season. Packed backfield for Union County. Johnson rolls, looks down the field, does throw the football. This one incomplete. Flag in the backfield. I'm not sure who that one's going to be against. They're pointing it against Union County.
Man, guys, let these guys play. My goodness. I know it's in our favor, but goodness. I watched the NFL game the other night, Dennis, and I'm telling you, you watch those plays, they were holding all over the place. They were holding, that's part of the game a little bit.
Yeah, you can overdo it, especially at the high school level.
You call it every play.
Penalty back to the 45-yard line of Union County now. And there's going to be a timeout called by Caldwell County. A U-Ride timeout on the field with 7:17 to play in the first half. Union up 14-7. Back after this.
Stay safe on the road while keeping your vehicle in top shape while enjoying a smoother, quieter ride. Ensure fuel efficiency by trusting the tire experts at Trice Hughes. Stocking leading brands like Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, and Bridgestone ensures quality and longevity. Plus, enjoy no-cost tire rotations with every service appointment for the life of your tires. Discover the Trice Hughes difference in Princeton or find them at tricehughesgm.com. At Trice Hughes, they're more than just tires.
What is a tornado watch? How do I prepare for severe weather? What's the best way to get watches and warnings on my phone? Visit the Weather Alert page under the News tab at WPKYOnline.com for answers. Sponsored by Penny Ryle Electric.
Out of the U-Ride timeout, Union County back on the field. Snap back to Johnson. Johnson on the keeper, takes it right up the middle, lowers his head, gets hit near midfield. I think they're going to give him forward progress, Ken, to the 50-yard line.
And Jack Roach came up, made a good play, and we're going to need a lot of Jack Roach tonight.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot of opportunities as well. Some score updates while Union goes back to the huddle. We have Hopkins Central leading let's see. I think I've gone too far up. That was last week's. Let's go back down to this week's. We have Webster County over Todd County 13-6 right now. Madisonville early over Hopkins Central 14-6. It's Union County with the run back into Caldwell County territory.
Jack Roach again. So, Dennis, they spread us out, went 3 wide on the right side of the field, and the quarterback just took it right to the left. He went to that weak side, and we had it was kind of an off-balance line there a little bit. So, good play by Jack. He was the last line of defense. If Jack hadn't got him, that would have been a long game for Johnson.
3rd down and 9 for Union County. And Ken, the way they've run the football, you got to expect that you're not going to see a punt out of Union County unless it's 4th down and a country mile.
They're getting the ball at the half, Dennis. If they want to control the rest of this half, we need to stop here.
3 receivers set. Only one back in the backfield, and that is a handoff straight up the middle, and it's going to be a long run pulled down at the 5-yard line. Not sure of the runner on that one, but it was just a sprint dead up the middle. Found a hole and took it all the way down to the 5.
It was McPeak. Come on, defense! Well, they just right up the middle, right up the 0 hole there, Dennis, and we just had no answer for it.
Union County, one of those teams that you know what they're going to do by and large. You just got to line up and see if your guys can stop their guys, and so far it's been Union County advantage in this one. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line for the Braves with 5:21 left to play in the first half. Johnson takes it, handoff. Good job by Caldwell County, a little goal line stand as the ball got almost in, but Union County can't get it across. Stopped by the Tigers at the 1. So Union County will have to go to the sideline and get another play to try to get it in, but a good job by the Tigers, Ken, to stand up the Union County runner at the 1.
Really go back to that fumble kickoff, though. I mean, that's a tough play for us right there. You know, here we are, had a chance to tie the football game, and now it could be a 2-touchdown lead for them. So that's a tough play for Caldwell County.
Clock running with 4:35 left to play in the first half. Big backfield in for Union. Johnson is going to keep it himself. And Johnson will take it in from the 1. Giving Union their biggest lead of the night. They'll bring in their extra point team to try to make this one 21-14. That score comes with 4:25 left to play in the first half, and that's just points off of a turnover, Ken.
I mean, student body right, Dennis. You know, it's not complicated. They know who's getting the ball. They know who's running it.
Extra point is good. Union 21, Caldwell County 7. Back after this.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
It's the ultimate in high school sports coverage. YourSportsEdge.com brings you award-winning coverage of all the thrilling action right at your fingertips and in the palm of your hand with our really cool app. Heart-stopping touchdowns and buzzer-beating shots, we've got it all. Don't miss a single moment at YourSportsEdge.com and be a part of the winning team.
Penny Royal Hospice wants to wish the Tigers all the best of luck this year.
Welcome back to Baker Field at Union County High School. The Braves have taken a 21-7 lead on Caldwell County on a 1-yard run. Like Ken said, just student body right, and Caldwell County had nothing for that one. They'll line it up again. Caldwell County does change a couple of players. They'll bring some more receivers up front. Union County has not kicked a ball, more than 20 yards on any kickoff so far tonight. They overload one side of the line. 6 kids covering on the near side. Caldwell County has Eli Stevens moved up just inside the 40. This is the area they've generally gone to. Kick is up a little bit deeper this time. And Caldwell County is going to receive it at the 30. Farrow had some room, and they call it, I'm not sure what the call was, Ken.
Well, I think they said Shane raised his hand up, Dennis.
For the fair catch.
And they called that a fair catch. But, wow, if Shane had to raise his hand up.
I didn't think it was Farrell that had his hand raised.
I couldn't tell. It was.
There was a hand raised up, but I thought it was the player in front of Farrell.
Yeah, I think that would have been Drew Stevens in front of Farrow.
Let's go down for a Go Green report while the players get set for the offensive end.
Yeah, if anybody raised their hand on that play, they're going to stop it for a fair catch. But, if the play hadn't been stopped there, Shane might have had something.
I think he would have gone all the way because I'm not sure anybody would have caught him. He's a really fast kid.
Lander brings the offense out. Caldwell County with decent field position, but not what they were really looking for. At the 30, Lander quickly to the far side to Parker. Parker, little stutter step, picks up 6 on the play.
That's a late hit.
And flags come a-flying. Parker brought down in the area of the 35, but they'll tack, looks like maybe 15 onto this one. Good little curl back by Luke Parker.
That's one of the staples of Caldwell offense, that little screen pass. Good execution by Dalen, and good run up the field. Luke caught it, got his pads parallel and went up the field with it, so nice run there. And we'll take 15 more yards to add on to it. Dennis, this is a key possession for us here. We need to put this ball in the end zone because right now we have no answer for their run game. So we need to get in the scoring contest with them, and then who knows, a fumble here or a loose ball there or a fumble kickoff, who knows.
Penalty moves Caldwell County to midfield, nose of the ball on the 50-yard line. Still 4 minutes, 15 seconds to play in the first half. Trip set to the left for Caldwell County. Parker all alone to the right. Lander rolls left, looks down the field, puts it up towards the sideline, looking for Maddox, but overthrown out of bounds. The incompletion stops the clock with 4:06 to play in the first half. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Tigers. I like the little rollout. They were starting to be much like Madisonville, really try to come after Lander, especially on them edges. So Lander gets the play from the sideline.
Well, you know our defense is gassed. They've been on the field quite a bit because of the way Union County plays football. We need a little bit of a sustained drive here, Dennis.
Fox and Parker in a dual set on the far side. Lander instead rolls to the left, wants to turn the corner, gets across the 45, tiptoes out of bounds. Flag comes in after the play.
They called a blindside block on Luke Maddox. It's going to be 15 yards the other way. That was a good block. Luke Maddox had the kid, the kid was looking at Dalen. Luke came back and chipped him. They call that a lot. That's a new school call, but it's called a lot.
And Luke Maddox getting some instruction from the sideline. They understand what he was trying to do. Coach Riley down there saying, this is how we have to have you to do this. Giving some instruction on it.
Yeah, Dennis, on those plays when the defender's looking at the runner and he's basically a defensive player at that point, and when you crack back on him, they're going to call that. Now, all you have to do really is just get in his way a little bit.
And let him run into you.
Just kind of let him run into you. Hold your hands up. Oh, they're waving it off.
Oh, they're going to wave it off.
Hey, that's a win for the Tigers, man.
You very rarely see that one will change their mind. But they got together after the play, picked the flag up, so the run is good down to the 42-yard line. Maddox and Stevens near sides. Maddox is going to go in motion. 3 receivers to the right. Lander wants to look right. Instead throws inside. Complete at the 35-yard line to Gus Fox. Fox lowers his head, gets another yard after the catch.
Yeah, great read by Dalen. He rolled out. He had that little play to Luke Maddox. It was covered. Gus was the secondary read, and Dalen found him. Good job by Dalen Lander on that play. Stepped up in the pocket, made a great play.
Completion comes with 3:48 left to play in the first half. Maddox in motion again, lines up to block. This time handoff to Spikes. Spikes on a good run up the middle, lowers his head. Powerful run by Spikes. Got up to the 26-yard line before he's brought down. So Caldwell County on the move here, trying to answer Union County.
Dennis, it just pains me. I see glimpses. I just see glimpses of this team,
right,
and I just know what they can be if we could just get the silly mistakes out of our way.
It is Spikes in the backfield with Lander. This time Fox in motion. 3 receivers set to the left. Lander rolls left, getting chased from behind. Now has to keep it and get out of bounds. Good job by Lander not to try to force that play. Just ran out of bounds, got some positive yardage, and did what he could. 2nd and short coming up for the Tigers. 3:07 left to play as Lander got out of bounds. Stevens back in the ballgame. Jack Roach is coming in. 3rd down coming up for the Tigers. Jack Roach coming in generally will mean a good hard run, but I don't think they had the personnel they really wanted, so it's a U-Ride timeout called by Caldwell County, their last of the half. 3:07 left to play in the first half. It's 21-7 Union County. Back after this.
We all have our vision of what our dream home looks like.
At Altman Coatings, it's our specialty to share that vision with our customers.
Part of our responsibility is to make sure that dream can become a reality.
That's why at Altman Coatings, your dream home is just a phone call away.
Call 889-8500 for your free estimate.
That's 889-8500 for your free estimate.
Learn more at Altman Coatings on Facebook and TikTok.
Got a news tip, community event, info, or picture to share? Text us at 270-963-9038. 1580 103.3 WPKY. The legacy continues. Caldwell County Tiger football and 1580 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Welcome back from the U-Ride timeout. Caldwell County on the field. 3rd down and a short 3. Ball is fumbled. Flags go down to call that play dead, and I think that's going to be some movement by Caldwell County. A lot of moving pieces in that play that was called.
Yeah, Luke Maddox got a little jumpy there on us. That hurts us. It was 3rd and 3, and that's going to be 3rd and 8. Takes a few things out of your playbook now, so probably going back to more conventional set.
No time off the clock on the penalty. That one called at the start of the play. Roach stays in the lineup, which is generally a run play for Caldwell County, but Caldwell County facing 3rd down and 8. Roach in the backfield. And again, whistles will stop this one. Procedure called against the Tigers. That'll back them up 5 more yards. So you've gone, Ken, from 3rd and 3, 3rd and a short 3 to 3rd and 13.
Yeah, I think I'd get out of that formation right now, Dennis. I just think we're just, that's a 10-yard loss for us on 3rd and 3. I mean, those are mistakes that we just seem to be prone to making as the football team right now. Fumbling, and here we are driving. That's why I say it's hard to get too excited sometimes.
Looked like the play was the same one a couple of times. It just hasn't worked for Caldwell County. We'll see how they come out. This is a more conventional set. They'll spread it out some. 3-receiver set to the far side. Luke Parker is the far side receiver. Dalen rolls that way, throws to the sideline, complete to Maddox. Good pickup on 3rd down and 13. I don't think it's quite a first down. We'll go down for a Go Green Field report as they set this one up for 4th down.
Yeah, those penalties just killing us there, backing the ball up, but a good play there, and now we've got a chance on 4th down here to maybe pick up this first down and get some points. And big drive here, big possession, already down 2 scores. You don't want to give Union County the ball right back here, and they're going to get it to start the second half.
Absolutely,
as well.
Todd. We got to keep their offense off the field right now, so this is a huge play for Caldwell County.
Just a tick under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Trip set this time to the left. Lander has protection, looks across to Maddox, complete, first down. New Tech Seed, first down. Lander to Maddox.
A great job of Luke Maddox looking that ball in traffic. Just went in there and sat down in that zone and made a great catch. He's a good-looking ball player, Dennis.
First downs this season brought to you by New Tech Seed. Contact Nikki Dunbar, District Sales Manager. He partners with reputable dealers like Jake Jones with Farmersville Seed and Ackridge Farm Supply. So give our old buddy Nikki Dunbar a call at New Tech Seeds. We appreciate those guys coming on this season to sponsor our first downs, and no bigger first down so far tonight than that one. 2 receivers each way. Lander drops back, hits Parker, complete just inside the 20. I think they're going to give him good forward progress. He was hitting the back and driven back towards the line of scrimmage, but I think they'll mark this one down at maybe the 17-yard line, Ken. Lander gets the play from the sideline. Clock stopped. Now they'll start it back up. 2 minutes to play in the first half. 21-7 your score. Union County with the lead, but Caldwell County running some good time off the clock here in the second quarter with this drive. It is Maddox in motion. Lander takes a high snap, wants to go to the end zone, looks for it, double coverage, and almost a circus catch in that back corner, but off the fingertips. I think that was Fox.
Yeah, bad snap. Dalen had to jump up and get the ball, and it was tough to get the timing down on that, Dennis. Gus had double coverage, but Dalen still made a great pass, gave Gus an effort to catch the ball. Gus was really the only one that could have got to that ball. We took a shot there.
Had it in one hand for a second, but just off his fingertips.
Would have been a great catch.
3rd down coming up for the Tigers. 3rd down and 8. 2 receivers to each side for Lander. He has spikes in the backfield. Parker on the far side.
He's got him.
Over the middle. And some contact, no flag. Fox was hit right at the goal line.
Oh, man, Dalen's going to look back on tape. He had Luke wide open across the middle there. If he just drops it off to him, that's probably a first down, maybe more. He'll see that on the tape there. That was Gus got a little contact, but it wasn't egregious. But, man, that would have been a big gain for us there.
And the first attempt this season at a field goal as they bring Sutton Ritchie out to try to put points on the board. 1:34 left to play. 4th down and 8. And I like that you're putting points on the board. It's a tough situation. Kick is up and plenty long, but it's going to be wide. as Richie hooks it just a little bit.
Didn't get the laces around, Dennis, on the hold. It looked like we had the laces facing toward me and you here. We got to get those laces around toward the goalpost.
And that's going to stop the clock with 1:29 left to play. 21-7, still your score, as Union County will bring the offense back out on the field. Let's go down for a Go Green Field report, and Todd will tell you what's coming up on the Little Caesars halftime.
Yeah, we've got scores coming up for you at the break. A lot of action going on tonight around the area. We'll give you the scores. We'll have a halftime moment in history. We'll check a few halftime stats as well. Big miss there for the Tigers. Now you just got to hold on here and not give up any more points to the Braves before halftime.
Thank you, Todd. It's Johnson on the keeper. Johnson to the left side. Big gain on first down. He's going to pick up about 12 out to the 34-yard line. We'll see if Union County, I think Union, if I'm not mistaken, Ken, still has their 3 timeouts. And they do. They put that on the board here at Union County.
Oh, they have plenty of time here.
Johnson drops back, looking to pass, goes on to the sideline. This one is almost intercepted and should have been. Farrow had that in his hands, and man, he wants another shot at that one, Ken, because it was right there for the taking, just kind of playing center field on that sideline.
Oh, man, he's just got to come up with that ball, Dennis. Just make the play, make the catch here. We are so close, man. We are so close.
You're right.
You know, this is 21-7, but we
just
very close.
A little play here, a little
just
thing here, a little thing there.
Just a little break, you know.
Rollins in coverage on the near side for Caldwell County. It is Union. Johnson on the keeper, picking his way to the left side. Has some room, gets it up to midfield. Enough for another first down. They'll mark him at the at the Union County 50. It's going to be the 50-yard line. I thought they were going to take it back to the 49, but they will mark it at midfield. They'll move the chains with 1 minute left to play in the first half. Union County still with 3 timeouts, leading this one 21-7. Caldwell County drops back in coverage. Johnson wants to try it again on that sideline. Has a receiver, is going to get out of bounds and stop the clock. Gain of about 7 on the play, but more importantly right now for Union County, I think, again, they stop the clock where they can decide what play they want to run. And we do mean run, probably.
We got a penalty roughing the passer that'll add 15 yards to this, Dennis.
Goodness.
I mean, you know, here they go. I mean, we just got to be able to finish some of these drives and get a positive play here.
Right at the end of the first half, we'll go down for a coach's interview brought to you by the Joint Barbecue. Always a high point of the broadcast, I believe, brought to you by the Joint. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that right at the end of the half. We're still 46 seconds away from that. Ball spotted inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. Make it officially the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 Braves as they try to tack on and use this clock up at the same time. Johnson throws it over the middle. That one intercepted by Maddox. That one off the fingertips, I think, of McPeak. And it was a very good catch by Luke Maddox to come up with that interception.
Yeah, Dennis, I'm really surprised that they didn't use their timeouts and just run the ball there. We you know, that's a great turnaround for the Tigers there, but I am shocked that Union County just didn't run the football there.
Yeah, it's
3 timeouts, you're getting 10 yards a carry.
Maybe getting a little bit greedy, but we'll take it because we needed something good at this point, Ken, to happen. And Caldwell County comes up with a big interception. Luke Maddox, back-to-back weeks now with an interception.
And both of them were diving interceptions. You know, I would look back at that crossing route that we just ran, Dennis. You know, those linebackers dropped back, and we had a guy wide open across the middle there.
Lander takes it. Quick little handoff to Spikes, and Spikes is going nowhere. A fairly safe play, but that one was doomed. Seemed like from the outset, not much for Spikes. 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Caldwell County not in an area of the field at the 10-yard line
let it go.
To take a chance by any means.
Let it go and live the fight another day.
Union County will get the ball first to start the second half. Caldwell County does get the playoff. It's a handoff to Spikes, and he's going to pick up some yardage out to the 16-yard line. but nothing big. And we'll go to the locker room at the half with Caldwell County trailing Union County 21-7. Todd, when you get a coach, you just holler in on us and we'll go ahead and take it.
Down here with Coach Aaron McClung. Coach, you got to stop there at the end of the first half. Can you ride some momentum from that into the second half?
Well, I hope so. You know, we got to stop them. You know, we haven't stopped the run all night, and you know, when we get the ball, we got to take advantage of it. You know, they're a good football team, and we're going to have to do a lot more. We're going to have a chance to get back in the game.
Offensively, you've been able to move the ball a little bit. Feels like we should have more than 7 points up there, probably.
We should, but we don't right now. We're just not getting it done right now.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Coach McClung looking for one of the officials to maybe go over a few things here at halftime, guys. Caldwell County down, but maybe that interception, great catch there by Luke Maddox, can shake some things loose on this sideline, give the Tigers some momentum, and give them a little push going into the second half.
All right, thank you, Todd, for that interview. That interview brought to you by The Joint. Live from the Caldwell County Tigers sideline, it's all about the game. It's all about the strategy. But let's take a moment for some real strategy. The Joint Barbecue. These pitmasters know how to bring the heat just like our Tigers. Sink your teeth into brisket smoked to perfection or slow-cooked ribs slathered in tasty goodness. Visit thejointbbqwky.com because the best thing to complement game day is a bite from The Joint Barbecue. At the half, it's Union County 21, Caldwell County 7. We'll take a break and come back and get underway with the Little Caesars halftime report next.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
You only turn 130 once, and Fredonia Valley Bank is pulling out all the stops. This remarkable journey is a testament to the community and the cherished customers, so they are shouting out a huge thank you. And what better way to show gratitude than with monthly giveaways? Stay in the loop for your chance to grab some amazing prizes. Stay tuned with us. Follow Fredonia Valley Bank on Facebook and Instagram, or pop into either location for a visit. Here's to winning and celebrating together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stay safe on the road while keeping your vehicle in top shape while enjoying a smoother, quieter ride. Ensure fuel efficiency by trusting the tire experts at Trice Hughes. Stocking leading brands like Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, and Bridgestone ensures quality and longevity. Plus, enjoy no-cost tire rotations with every service appointment for the life of your tires. Discover the Trice Hughes difference in Princeton or find them at tricehughesgm.com. At Trice Hughes, they're more than just tires.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
It's the ultimate in high school sports coverage. YourSportsEdge.com brings you award-winning coverage of all the thrilling action right at your fingertips and in the palm of your hand with our really cool app. Heart-stopping touchdowns and buzzer-beating shots, we've got it all. Don't miss a single moment at YourSportsEdge.com and be a part of the winning team.
Halftime here at Union County. The Union County Braves with a 21-7 lead over the Caldwell County Tigers. First road game of the season for Caldwell County tonight. Both teams coming in with 1-1 marks on the season. Both teams with a loss to Madisonville North Hopkins. Caldwell County with a win over Hopkins County Central. And for the Union County Braves, it was a win at Crittenden County last week. Good evening once again, everyone. This is the halftime report brought to you by Little Caesars. Ready to level up your game night? Make Little Caesars your first stop. Their mouth-watering pizza, starting at just $6.79, will have your crew cheering before the game even starts. Don't leave without a fan-favorite Crazy Bread combo. Best of luck this year from Little Caesars. Go get 'em, Tigers. Again, this is the Little Caesars halftime report 21-7. Union County over Caldwell County here. A beautiful night at Morganfield for some football. Tigers need a couple of big plays, though, to kind of try to swing the momentum in this one here. Checking a few other scores on our YourSportsEdge.com scoreboard at halftime. Madisonville North Hopkins with a 28-6 lead over Hopkins County Central. That game is in the second quarter. Hall of Fame night in Madisonville tonight. Paducah Tillman with a 14-0 lead on Mayfield. That game is in Mayfield tonight and is in the second quarter. Trigg County with a 14-0 lead in the first quarter over Fort Campbell over in Cadiz. First quarter score latest we have there. Halftime score, it is Webster County on top of Todd County Central, 13-12. Another halftime score, Henderson County leads Central Hardin 24-14. Some other interesting matchups around the area tonight, and we'll check again later for some scores on these. Graves County is at McEwen, Tennessee. I believe Graves led that game early. Don't have a score on it right now, but the Tigers will be making the trip to Mayfield to play Graves County next week. Crittenden County at McCracken County. Last score I saw there was 0-0 in the first quarter. Christian County at Hopkinsville tonight over at the Stadium of Champions. That game was pushed back an hour because of heavy rainfall over in Hopkinsville. Again, here at halftime, it's Union County 21, Caldwell County 7. The Braves will get the ball to start the second half here tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, we'll be live from the Biscuit Barn and Ice Cream Eatery. Tiger head coach Aaron McClung will be there. We also hope some other coaches show up. We may get a player or two to come in tomorrow, so be sure and join us for Saturday Morning Quarterback live from the Biscuit Barn and Ice Cream Eatery on West Main Street. Show starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Don't forget to listen to the Sideline Report every Thursday here on WPKY. Yesterday morning, we talked with Tori Hammett about the lineup for the West Kentucky Hoops Classic. That basketball event coming up December 27th and 28th at the Cab Gym. And we also had on Tiger football assistant coach Wayne McGowan talking about tonight's matchup here at Union County as well. Now, coming up tomorrow at Tiger Stadium, there's junior pro football action. The Caldwell County junior pro football teams will host Trigg County. Action begins at 10 o'clock in the morning. Again, the Tigers hosting Trigg County in junior pro action. Moving now to our halftime moment in history, which is brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials with locations in Princeton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville. Proud supporter of Caldwell County football, West Kentucky Memorials offers quality handcrafted granite memorials. The halftime moment in history brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials. Going to take you back to September 5th, 2003, a matchup with these Braves in Princeton. Down 20-14 late in the game. Tiger quarterback Brett Hawkins scored on a 1-yard sneak with just 33 seconds to play, and Derek Fuqua kicked the go-ahead extra point. Earlier in that contest, Donovan Dame returned a 47 yards for a touchdown, and Josh Hatchell scored on an 8-yard run as Caldwell County went to halftime up 14-6. However, Union came back to take a 20-14 lead before Caldwell pulled out the victory late. 21-20, a win for the Tigers on that night. And, of course, it was a few years later, Caldwell County came up here and trailed by 16 to Union County. Came back and won that game 38-28. So just down 14 here tonight. The Tigers see if they can make a big rally in the second half. Caldwell County actually leads the all-time series with Union County 22-11, but the Braves have won the last two meetings. The schools have met every year going back to 2003. In 2013, Caldwell actually beat Union County twice that season, with one of those meetings being a playoff matchup. We are at halftime at Union County tonight. The Braves lead this one 21-7. We'll continue with the Little Caesars halftime report after this. Stay with us here on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Get a great deal on versatile Kubota equipment today. Like the Kubota L-Series compact tractor, the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., Z-Series mowers, and Sidekick utility vehicles. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months, plus save up to $300. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
H&R AgriPower in Hopkinsville is your home for Kubota sales, parts, and service.
Your Planters Bank total checking account is now overflowing with benefits from the new Planters Perks checking. Get new benefits accessible instantly from the exclusive Planters Perks app. New ways to waive your monthly service charge. Valuable savings at area businesses. And you can keep your total current checking access and benefits. Just download the Planters Perks app to get started. Planters Perks. Reason number 53 that Planters is the bank where you can expect great things. Member FDIC.
Your home energy bills shouldn't break the bank. Pennyrile Electric and TVA Energy Right are here to help. Extreme weather, aging appliances, kids who never turn the lights off. There are lots of reasons why your energy bill can feel too high. Pennyrile Electric partners with TVA Energy Right to offer energy bill assistance, rebates, and zero-down fixed-rate loans for home energy upgrades. Find the right solution for you at energyright.com. That's energyright.com.
Have you seen it? At WPKY, you asked and we listened. Our website now has upgraded features, making it easy to find what you need when you need it. Your local news edge with names you know.
I'm Tammy Hetcock. I'm Edward Marlowe reporting for your News Edge.
And voices you trust.
With your WPKY News Edge, I'm Al White.
Covering the people, schools, businesses, and communities that matter to you.
For your WPKY News Edge, this is George Kilgore.
Late-breaking weather, local forecasts, and photos.
I'm Josh McClawson with your Ag Edge weather.
Community info and calendar, church events, and local organizations that you belong to, love, and follow.
I'm Noah Booth for something you should know.
Your athletes, your teams, all covered by names you trust.
Eddie Owen here.
Scott Brown. And faces you know.
This is Todd Griffin of WPKY Radio and YourSportsEdge.com.
The info you need, the people you love. No fees, no hoops to jump through. All in one place. WPKYOnline.com.
Give it your all this season, Tigers. Good luck from the Western Kentucky Regional Blood Center.
The Union County Band on the field at halftime. Their Braves lead the Caldwell County Tigers 21-7 here at the break. And as we mentioned, Union County will receive to start the second half here tonight. Time now for halftime stats, brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials, with locations in Princeton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville. Proud supporter of Caldwell County football, West Kentucky Memorials offers quality, handcrafted granite memorials. And here's your halftime stats, brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials. First of all, for Caldwell County, just 26 yards on the ground in the first half, 96 yards passing on 11 of 16 for Dalen Lander, 122 total yards for the Tigers, and 7 first downs for Union County. As expected, a big first half on the ground, 262 yards rushing. The Braves have put the ball in the air 5 times. They've completed 2 of those and had one of those picked by Luke Maddox. So 16 yards for Union County in the air, 278 total yardage for Union County in the first half. Again, Caldwell County had 122 total yards. First downs, 11 for Union County, 7 again for the Tigers in the first half. And when you start looking at the statistics, Willem McPeak with 124 yards on 11 carries in the first half for the Braves. Jaron Johnson, 114 on 11 carries. So they've done a pretty good job of spreading those carries out between 1 and 0, the 2 backs for Union County. For Caldwell County, Cam Spikes has 14 yards rushing on 6 carries in the first half. Luke Maddox with 4 catches in the first half for Caldwell County for 24 yards. And Gus Fox has 3 grabs for 38. Luke Parker with 3 catches in the first half for 38 yards. That's the halftime stats, brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials. We are at the break at Union County tonight. The Braves lead the Caldwell County Tigers 21-7, and we'll have the second half for you when we come back. That's going to wrap up the Little Caesars halftime report. Back after this on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Hi, this is Lauren Brandon, and I'm proud to have served in this community for 45 years. As a bank that's been part of the Princeton community for over 139 years, we've seen many changes. As we celebrate First Southern's first 40 years as an organization, we know any achievements we have had are because of the customers we have worked alongside. We look forward to spending the next 40 years and beyond serving you. For more information, visit fsmb.net, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Feeling under the weather? Visit Princeton Drugstore for quick and easy testing. For only $40, get tested for flu, COVID, or strep. And the pharmacist can write you a prescription on the spot. In about 20 minutes, you can have your diagnosis, prescription, and a school excuse without leaving your car. Why wait at the doctor's office when you can get back to feeling better faster? Come to Princeton Drugs drive-thru today and take the fast lane to recovery. Princeton Drugstore, your quick stop to feeling good again.
Hey, sports fans, you wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense. When it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? At Goodwin Insurance, they take care of all your insurance needs. You deserve someone that provides comprehensive coverage and is working alongside you in your community. Contact them today for a quote.
Goodwin Insurance of Princeton, Cadiz, or Marion, or online at insurewithgoodwin.com.
I'm Stephanie, manager of Purcell Tire. We offer a wide variety of options to keep your vehicle running smooth. We are now offering our car care package that includes oil and filter change, tire rotation and tread depth check, brakes, battery, belts, and hoses check. Call us today at 270-365-7291. Come see us at 309 U.S. Highway 62 West in Princeton, or visit us online at purcelltire.com.
When we say
classic hits,
we mean
50 ways to leave your lover. You just slip out the back. Oh, sweet dog, you get the best of my love. You get the best of my love.
Listen to WPKY worldwide at
WPKYonline.com. WPKY.
Welcome back to Baker Field at Union County High School. At the half, it's the Braves 21, the Tigers 7. Dennis Stevens, Ken Parker here in the booth. Todd with an excellent halftime report. Ken, the stat that stands out, I think, is we knew Union would run the football, but 262 yards on the ground by Union County in that first half.
Well, Dennis, you know, at some point we just got to figure out what we're made of. And, you know, it's time to start filling some gaps and putting a hat on the football. You know, let's just see a little effort out there tonight. But 262 yards, that's a big half. And that's keeping the ball out of their hands is vital.
Right.
And we have to maintain every possession we can. And right now we pretty much have to score on every possession, because when they get the football, they're guaranteed to take at least 5 minutes off the clock.
And I thought Caldwell County moved the football well at times in that first half. We had some penalties that hurt us a little bit. That one turnover on the kickoff didn't help our situation any either. But I think the Tigers are showing some things. You've seen some pretty pinpoint passes from Dalen Lander in that first half.
Absolutely. I mean, we've had our chances to really put some points on the board. We just haven't been able to do that. The fumble kickoff was pretty big for us there. And also not being able to score on that last drive, Dennis, was pretty big. It'd been nice to go down one score if we could. You know, that fumble kickoff gave them the ball on a short field, and they were able to take advantage of that. Nice play, though, by Luke Maddox, because I have a feeling if they would have kept on running the ball, they might have scored right before half. And that would have been almost
I'm surprised they didn't keep running.
Insurmountable for us at that point. So, you know, the Tigers need to come out and just play the next play, you know. Let's get a stop on defense here, and then let's try to put some points on the board.
And you've got McPeak and Johnson in that backfield, both with over 100 yards in that first half. You've got to wrap those guys up, because they are quick, and Union's line doing a good job tonight, opening up some holes. I'm surprised a little bit at the runs up the middle by Union County so much.
Yeah, man, I'm sending everybody toward those two kids. If they're going to beat us, let's just send the house toward those two kids. Just tell our backers, say, hey, I don't care what happens behind you. I want you to put a hat on one of those two kids. And Jack Roach had a nice first half. Jack is a shining light on defense for us. And, you know, I mean, I just wish we had about 4 more of them out there, Dennis, because on a game like this, you need them.
Oh, absolutely. And you've got kids like for Caldwell County on that line. This is tough on them. You've got Garner Stallings. You've got Preston Burrell, amongst others. These kids are every play. You see trains coming at you.
Yeah, Leighton Wall at the end. I mean, it's a tough place to be when a team is just gashing you for a run. I mean, it's hard to keep, when you're getting pushed back every play, it's just hard to keep everything up. So let's see what happens here, Dennis. I hope we can get us a stop to start this third quarter here.
Sutton Ritchie could be big here, Ken, just to start this half. Union County's going to get the football, but Ritchie can put them on the 20 and make them go the length of the field to get a score. So this is going to be big. He's been great so far this season at putting the kickoffs in the end zone. We'll see if he does. He has one tonight after Caldwell County's lone score in that first half. And Caldwell County's going to go with the onside, covered at midfield, actually at the 49 of Caldwell County by Union County. So the Tigers trying to catch the Braves off guard doesn't work, and it gives Union County a very short field to start the second half.
Yeah, that's a tough break there. Union kid did a nice job looking the ball in, not getting too apprehensive when the ball's coming at him, and he looked the ball in, and now they got the ball on the 49, plus 49 going our way.
It is McPeak and Johnson strolling out to that backfield for Union County.
So we're in cover 0. We got 3 backers here. We're daring them to run the football. I think this is a great idea.
Big blocking back of Brian Fletcher, and it is a run by Union County. A big one on first down by McPeak as he gets inside the 35 down to the 32-yard line.
What did they run, Dennis? Student body right.
That was Johnson,
Johnson
on the carry.
Yeah, they're just lining up in a shotgun and just running. It's a wildcat look, and they're not really unique. They're not really exotic in what they're calling here. They're just driving off the ball, and
it was kind of like what Coach McClung said in the pregame show tonight in the interview on the coaches show. They're going to run the football till you stop them, and then they can throw the football. They threw the ball some last year. Johnson has shown a little bit of an arm here tonight.
I mean, he's going to come right. Number 9 is a big lead blocker.
It is Johnson. Cuts it back. Counters to the left. Wants to get outside. Picks his way, and another big gain inside the 20, inside the 15. Down near the 10-yard line. So 2 big plays by Jaron Johnson.
Yeah, we've got to fill some gaps here, Dennis. We are,
and the flags get laid down, Ken. It's first and goal for Union County right at the 10-yard line.
And I mean, it's happened in the span of, feels like 30 seconds here.
39 yards covered in 2 plays on the ground by Union County to open up the second half. Just underway, 10:48 left to play in the third, 21-7 Union County, but the Braves are threatening to push that gap even wider. Johnson comes to the line with McPeak. Big number 8, Luke Thomas, also in the mix. Johnson with the pitch out, and it's going to be Union County trying to get to the corner. McPeak lowers heads with Rollins. And I don't think he got in. Did he get in?
Yeah, Zy Rollins came up.
Zy Rollins made the hit, but he did get in. They finally give the indication it was a touchdown, Union County. But I like how Rollins stood up, manned up, and almost kept Big McPeak out of the end zone.
Yeah, he took the worst of it, but at least he came up and made a play on the football.
Flags go down on the extra point play. That score coming with 10:22 left to play in the third quarter. See if this makes it a longer extra point attempt. I think they're going to back Union County up 5 yards on the penalty as they will get set. And the kid's got plenty of leg. I mean, it's not like he's just getting him over the crossbar. They'll line it up. And it'll be an extra point attempt from the 15, so a 25-yard try this time. Snap is back down. Caldwell County had some pressure, and I think they got the block on it. I did not see an indication from the referees. But it is 27-7 Union County with 10:22 to play in the third. Back after this.
Stay safe on the road while keeping your vehicle in top shape while enjoying a smoother, quieter ride. Ensure fuel efficiency by trusting the tire experts at Trice Hughes. Stocking leading brands like Michelin, Goodyear, Firestone, and Bridgestone ensures quality and longevity. Plus, enjoy no-cost tire rotations with every service appointment for the life of your tires. Discover the Trice Hughes difference in Princeton or find them at tricehughesgm.com. At Trice Hughes, they're more than just tires.
It's the ultimate in high school sports coverage. YourSportsEdge.com brings you award-winning coverage of all the thrilling action right at your fingertips and in the palm of your hand with our really cool app. Heart-stopping touchdowns and buzzer-beating shots, we've got it all. Don't miss a single moment at YourSportsEdge.com and be a part of the winning team.
Welcome back to Baker Field. Union County stretches the lead out 27-7. The extra point was blocked by Eli Stevens, and an unsportsmanlike flag goes down against Union County. I think it was the celebration or a little extra talk on the play by Union County. So that one.
That's going to pin them back a little bit.
Go back.
Now, Dennis, I tell you, right here, right now, you know, Shane Farrow, look at what we had in the first half. You know, if that fair catch doesn't get called, that kid might go for 6. I'm bringing Shane Farrow up again, bringing our guys up, and I'm telling Shane, you know, put, you know, that up back, let the guy behind you get it, and take this thing.
Right.
Because these guys their coverage is not great.
Early in the third quarter, of course, brought to you by our friends at Cozy Living Interiors. Everything a home should be at Cozy Living Interiors. Kickoff is going to be from the 25-yard line.
I would move them up a little more, Dennis. I think we're too deep here.
They may try to kick this one a little bit deeper just to get it away from their end of the field a little bit more. Union County approaches, and whistles are going to blow this one dead 3 yards before the kicker got there. And I'm not sure they're pointing to something.
We've got an ambulance over in the corner with its lights on, so they're trying to get the lights off before, you know, Caldwell County's kind of looking back that way, so they're just trying to get the lights off before they put the ball back in play.
All right, Todd, thank you for that one from down on the field with the Go Green report. Lights turned off.
He's coming up on it now a little bit, Dennis.
Farrow looking for it to come to him, backing up just a hair. Low line drive kick. It's going to be fielded by Maddox at the 38-yard line.
Hit it. We got a chance.
Gets to the sideline. Maddox down the sideline. Good return.
There you go.
No flags that we can see. And Luke Maddox with a big return for Caldwell County down that far sideline inside the 30. We'll see where they mark this one down at the 27-yard line. Great field position for Caldwell County. And Ken, I'm with you what you said at halftime. We've got to match point for point, possession for possession with Union County, or this thing gets out of hand.
Yeah, we can't give up any possessions here. We gave up that possession on the kickoff that we fumbled, and now here we are once again on the 30-yard line. We've got to put the points on the board. It's the second time we've had the ball inside the 30, and we need to do something with it here.
Full spread, empty backfield for Dalen Lander. He puts Parker in motion. Parker takes the pitch, and losing ground, has the spin. Now looking just to get the ground back, and he's going to be thrown for a loss all the way back to the 40-yard line. That play strung out extremely well by Union County.
Yeah, at that point, Luke's just got to turn his pads parallel and get upfield. When you start getting rushed like that, you start going backwards. It's not good.
From the 27 back to the 40 on the play. It's going to be second down and long coming up for the Tigers. Spikes is going to join a trio with Parker and with Fox on the far side. You've got Stevens and Maddox to the left. Lander looks down the field, throws over the middle, complete to Fox at the 30. Fox lowers his head, picks up another yard or two after the catch.
Yeah, we had trips on that side. We kind of overloaded the zone there, Dennis, and Gus did a good job, again, finding an empty spot. Dalen stepped up in the pocket, had a little pressure, delivered a good ball, got back almost to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage there.
Dunbar, Forsyth, among the ones giving Lander plenty of time to throw the football. Lander again, empty backfield. Caldwell County going to the air. Lander fakes it. Now gets chased. Still backpedaling. Got to get rid of the football. Now the ball's loose. They're going to call him down. Fortunately for Caldwell County, that is one break, but Lander held on to the football just a little too long, and he's going to get thrown for a big loss. Caldwell County all the way back to the Union County 48-yard line, and that one was close to just being a fumble, Ken. It didn't like much being just catastrophe for Caldwell County on that play.
Well, certainly not the drive we're looking for there, Dennis. We sort of went in reverse there. Dalen, as he gets older, he's going to, just get that ball out of there, fight another day.
Brings up 4th down, and I think this classifies as the country mile. It's going to be Parker coming in to punt.
I sure didn't think we'd be punting here when we got the ball on the 30, Dennis.
Yeah, actually down to the 27 is the heartbreaker on that kid after the good kickoff return by Maddox put us in great field position. Caldwell County's going to have to kick it away. Parker puts it in the air. Nice kick again by Parker. Union County's going to let it bounce. Gets a good Caldwell County bounce, and it'll be pinned inside the 15-yard line near the 13 as the teams will swap out. Let's go down for a Go Green field report with Todd.
Yeah, a little surprising the last 2 weeks. It feels like we've had quite a bit of yardage, but just haven't been able to put the points on the board like we did that first week. And, if you're a Tiger fan right now and you're looking at this game, you're thinking, hey, maybe we could be within 27-21 right now and a real tight ball game.
Absolutely, Todd. We just have to finish. We have to learn to finish our drives. Our team has got to be able to finish these drives when we get down deep, Todd.
7:32 left to play in the third. Union County has that high potent ground game back on the field. And it's a reverse met in the backfield by Caldwell County. He still shakes the tackle and picks up positive yardage, maybe gets a couple out of something that should have been pinned back all the way back inside the 10.
Yeah, we had him stopped, and once again, boy, I tell you, I don't think we've had one play on a run play where we've stopped them with no yards. I think they've had positive yards on every run play. Is there a flag?
It looked like something. I don't know if it was a flag or a chin strap in that backfield, but it looks like they're going to spot the ball at the 14-yard line. So just a gain of 1 after all of that. Union County with Johnson and McPeak in the backfield. One player in motion, handoff, it looks like McPeak. And he's going to be stood up just across the 15-yard line. They'll give him the 17, I think, on forward progress.
That's a little better effort there by the Tigers. We've brought our safety up in the box now, so we're really committing to the run, Dennis, and we're going to have to because with the 27-7 lead, I don't see them throwing the ball at all here.
Madisonville a big lead now on Hopkins Central, 45-6 in that one, as Madisonville looks to go to 3-0. Oh, excuse me, it is 3-0 on the year.
That's definitely not a surprise.
Movement on the line on both sides. We'll see if the flag goes on, and it will be on Union County. 3rd down and 11 now coming up for the Braves.
Those big hogs got a little jumpy on that line, didn't they, Dennis?
One thing about a game that stays on the ground a lot, Ken, it flies by. Only 6:04 left to play in the third in this one. Not a lot of incomplete passes. Caldwell County looking for the run. They don't really have anybody back at safety. They're bringing everybody up within 5 yards of the box. Handoff in the backfield. Union County with the run out to roughly the 17-yard line.
That's a good stop for the Tigers. It's 4th down. I would anticipate they would punt the ball here.
Yeah, I don't see why they would take a chance right now.
Yeah,
but a great job by the Tiger defense to stand up and stop that run on this set.
Well, we're making first contact early. In the first half, Dennis, we weren't making first contact. First contact was 10 yards down the field. Make first contact, let some guys get to the football and gang tackle.
Farrow's going to come out in place of Maddox. Maddox drops deep. Union set up in punt formation. They'll roll it out, punt it, and Edmonds is a
clear
shank.
out of the way.
It's going to go out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Caldwell County again with good field position.
Well, here we go. We got the ball at the 30 again. Third possession in a row we've had the ball at the 30. Let's do something with it this time. I mean, I would look. Yeah, third time's the charm. That's right, John. I mean, I'm looking at some of those bubble screens that we've had. Let's just we need positive plays, Dennis. We don't want to get in a hole. No holds, no silly stuff. Let's put a drive together here and put a point on the board here.
Right, not drop it back 30 yards plus like that last possession. We know what we have to do. Let's see if we can execute. He puts Maddox in motion. Lander takes it, looks over to Maddox, hits him on the far side. Maddox immediately brought down. A short gain, maybe 2 yards on the play.
Look who made that
2
tackle.
Positive yards.
Jalen Johnson. Yeah, that play's been a play that's worked well for us. We took it for about 80 yards in the scrimmage. It's a little play where they clear out. Luke Maddox comes out of in motion or comes out of the backfield and runs that little flare. But, boy, that was some closing speed there by Jalen Johnson. Nice tackle.
That kid is a stud and just as good defensively. I mean, he's got the speed to play just about any position, linebacker, defensive back. Lander brings his team to the line with 2 receivers each side. Spikes will stay back to block. Lander rolls, turns, tries to go to the sideline and got nailed as he let go of the ball. And some unsportsmanlike after the play, a little standing over Lander is going to cost Union County 15 yards.
Yeah, that was really a dumb play by that kid there. Personal foul. He called it on. Okay. Yeah, those are the kind of plays that makes a coach go crazy. You're going to watch that in the tape. You're going to say, guys, listen, we got to be smarter than that. Hey, good job by Dalen by keeping his composure, staying in there. But, we got to get rid of the football.
Yeah, Lander
Dennis, we got to get rid of the football.
Union's had a good edge rush the whole night. Lander was rolling to his left, turned to go back the other way, and was looking straight at one of those powder blue jerseys.
The other thing, Dennis, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Dalen do a quarterback keeper up the middle, sort of a drop back and just take it up the middle, because their edge rushes are really giving us trouble. And the deeper Dalen drops, the harder it is, and that rush is coming from the edge like that. If he steps up, he might have a little lane there to throw the ball or even run the ball in.
New Tech Seed first down for Caldwell County. Lander barks out the call. He's going to keep it himself, tries to get to the right side, cuts it back in. Nice run. Lander, touchdown. Tigers.
Hey, there we go. Dalen Lander with the keeper.
Third time to charm.
Yeah, so there we go. Nice job. We did what we had to do there. And Dalen with the nice run, tiptoed around the outside, made a cut, and just took it down Main Street for the Tigers. So good job of Dalen Lander. Nice blocking on the edges there. It's what we needed. I wish we'd had it a little earlier.
Extra point. Snap a little bit late getting back there. Ritchie puts it through with 4:07 left to play in the third quarter. Caldwell County trying to claw back in. It's Braves 27, Tigers 14. Back after this.
Is there anything we can do for you? Johnson's Furniture and Appliances in Marion, Kentucky wants to help. At Johnson's, we get excited when you walk in the door or call for assistance. We look forward to solving your problems and lending a hand. We carry most major appliances, including GE washers, GE dryers, and GE refrigerators. We also carry parts and offer service. Johnson's in Marion, Kentucky wants to be your appliance store and service center. Let Johnson's Furniture and Appliances in Marion lend a hand. Stop in or shop online.
Got a news tip, community event, info, or picture to share? Text us at 270-963-9038. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Back to Union County High School and Caldwell County on the board in the second half. 27-14 your score. Union County with the lead. Caldwell County did hold Union County very well last time, Ken. They stopped them, made Union County punt it away. So we'll see if the D for Caldwell County can stand back up. That hold down there was a big defensive play. We have the big deal, big D defensive plays that we have when the Caldwell County Tigers do that. It's a big D defensive play. Look for big savings at the Big Deal store on WPKYonline.com. If the Tigers win, save 24% in the deal store all weekend. Ritchie kicks this one away into the end zone, touchback. So Union County will come out at their own 20-yard line. Great time for another stand by that Tiger defense if we can get it.
Yeah, once again, the adjustment we've made is we've taken our safety down into coverage, and we've got 9 guys in the box now with those 2 defenders guarding those 2 receivers. So, yeah, that's a good adjustment. We just need to keep doing what we're doing here.
Yeah, this is a team you had to adjust somewhere. 262 yards in the first half. Union County breaks the huddle, comes to the line. Jaron Johnson at quarterback. McPeak at his shoulder. Pitch going to the left side.
Good job.
Caldwell County with the stop. Not
Nice
much
job.
gain on the play, and Caldwell County looked like they ripped the ball away. They called the play dead.
Yeah, once again, initial contact, Dennis. The initial contact at the line of scrimmage. When you feel your gaps, that's what happens. Initial contact at the line of scrimmage. So the good job by the defensive end there. It was Garner Stallings, and I can't tell who our end was on that side.
I think Duke Ward actually came out of the pile with the football, but they called the play dead.
Yeah, that would have been a big break for us to get a ball right there, wouldn't it? Now you talk about a little pressure on those guys now.
Only a gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 for the Braves. Snap back, handoff.
Yep, good
Caldwell
job.
County with a little flare going on now on that line. They feel a little excitement. Jack Roach led the charge there. Eli Stevens also in on it.
Yeah, Leighton Wall did a nice job of pushing that play back inside. Once again, first contact, penetration, line of scrimmage. Here we are, 3rd down and about 6 to go. Big stop here for the Tigers. Big stop.
This is a huge play in this ball game. Caldwell County.
Let's go, boys.
Looking to get back in. Trailed 27-14, 2:50 to play in the 3rd quarter.
They got to dig deep here, Dennis. Dig deep.
Union County's got the big blocking back on the left
Here he
side.
comes.
Johnson tries to keep it on the left side, breaks the tackles, gets to the sideline. Now it's a foot race down the field. He has Parker to beat. And it's going to be Johnson.
Flag down.
Into the end zone. Flags on the other end of the field. If it's against Caldwell County, the run will stand, but you got to figure that's a hold or an illegal block somewhere back around the 35-yard line. Hold against Union County. Great job by the Tigers.
Let's move them on back, boys. Move them on back. We'll take it. Hey, good hustle by the defense. I know the kids scored, but, boy, we ran him down. That was great hustle there by the defensive players. Eli Stevens, those guys did a good job getting down the field there. Hey, that kid, listen, he can break it at any moment.
Oh, he can.
Oh.
He's got that kind of speed. But the penalty will bring it back. 3rd down and long coming up for Union County.
Well, the hold was past the play a little bit, so I think it's going to be 3rd and about 8 here. Now, we need a big stop here, guys. I'd love to. Hey, listen, that kid's winded.
Yeah.
But they got another one that's just as good almost.
You'll spot it. 3rd down and 9 coming up.
I tell you, I'm looking
for the Braves.
I'm looking for number 0, McPeak, here to have the football. I mean, I don't see them running Johnson again. That kid's sucking wind now, but look for McPeak. There he is.
There's
it's Johnson.
Johnson pulls it back
Strung him out. Good job, guys.
And Caldwell County with a huge stand, Ken. Johnson faked the handoff to McPeak, pulled it back out, tried to keep it, get to that left side, and Caldwell County's defense rises to the occasion.
I believe that was Derek Wilson over there that just grabbed a hold of Johnson and wouldn't let go.
Yeah, that's right, Todd. I mean, all you can do is just ride him like a horse until somebody comes to help you.
4th down and
hey, listen,
9 coming up.
Listen, this guy cannot punt the ball worth anything. If I'm Luke Maddox, I'm looking to maybe get something here.
Big side of the field is to Maddox's left. Caldwell County with a good rush, gets a good punt away, drives Maddox back. Maddox is going to let it bounce.
Man.
The best punt of the night. And it's a good one for Union County as it'll be downed at the 34-yard line. But still, talk about that stand by that Tiger defense, Ken.
Oh, it was huge, Dennis. I mean, here we are. We're in a ball game now. Union County's feeling a little pressure. They know that we're moving the ball on them. And we hadn't stopped the kid all night, but, boy, we stopped him when it mattered right there. Great job by the Tiger defensive line.
Well, Caldwell County gets the play in. Let's go down for a Go Green field report.
Well, if you're asking me, I think Union County celebrated this game a little bit early when it got to 27-7 early in the second half. I think Union lost its focus a little bit. We saw some penalties that are uncharacteristic for this Union County team, and I think they've got to get back up now, and the momentum feels like it's all on Caldwell County's side.
We just got to keep it, Todd.
Caldwell County has just abandoned the run. They put everybody out again. This one a pass in and out of the hands of Spikes, who looked to make that turn and get up the field before he secured the football.
Yeah, he got a little jumpy there, Dennis.
Yeah,
he saw
was
a little green in front of him and decided to look away from it. Those are hard catches to make.
Incompletion stops the clock with only 1:36 left to play in the third quarter. 27-14. Union County ahead in this one, but the momentum is with the gold helmets right now. Lander, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Full spread for Caldwell County. Quick hit. Parker, complete. Tries to get to the outside. Stutter step, wants to turn it back. Nice move by Parker.
I believe he got the first
enough
down.
for the New Tech Seeds. First down, as they'll mark it at the 45-yard line, and it was that stutter step right at the last that Parker put the brakes on, turned it back in just enough to get the ball to the 45. Tigers bring the play in from the sideline with the first down.
What did Hamstram used to say? Let's just keep matriculating the ball down the field, boys. Just keep matriculating.
Matriculate, yes, you got it. I love it, going back old school. 3 to the left this time for Lander. Lander quick hits it, almost caught by Maddox at midfield. Throw a little bit low, but probably a good thing it was a little bit low because it was decent coverage by Union County. That one could have gone either way. Incompletion will bring up second down for the Tigers. Stops the clock with 1:06 to play in the third.
Dennis, I tell you, if we can get Dale in the lane, I still say we can do a little quarterback run here like we did to score the touchdown. They're pinning their ears back on those ends, and the middle of that field is open. And also that crossing route that Luke Parker ran earlier, look for that maybe later on here.
Spikes in motion. This time it's Lander looking to get to the outside. Turns the corner, steps out of bounds. A gain out to the 48-yard line. Union County does have some speed on those edges, Kent. It's hard to get him around, but I think with us running the 5 receiver sets, that is spreading Union County out in that middle. I think it's there maybe for a shot. I agree with you. Lander steps out of bounds. Just under a minute to play in the third. Tigers trying to claw back in this one. Down at one point, 27-7, now 27-14. Lander has 3 receivers to his right side, wants to go right. Instead, over the middle, it's complete to Fox. Fox lowers his head. Another 3 or 4 after the catch.
Yeah, we had a couple guys open there, Dennis. Dalen looked up, found Gus. Nice job. I tell you, that play's been there all night. They're dropping back in that zone, and Gus just stopping and turning around and catching the ball.
New Tech Seed first down at the 38-yard line of Union County.
The wheels on the Gus bus just keep going round and round, don't they, Dennis?
Coach McClung has said all season so far he's going to take what the defense gives him, and right now they're giving that pass.
They're giving a cushion there on our outside guys big time.
3-man rush by Union, but it's intercepted at the 35-yard line. Union County back into Caldwell County territory, brought down at the 45-yard line.
I'm going to give him the guys.
I mean, you know, Dennis, once again, we 27-14, but a lot of this is self-inflicted by us. Turnovers and just, you know, getting the ball moving, and then all of a sudden we throw a pick. I couldn't tell where that young man came from that intercepted the ball. I'm not sure Dalen saw him.
He had decent coverage, but he was behind. I think it was behind Fox.
Yeah, I think
made the jump on the ball and just got in front of Fox, made the interception.
That's a huge turnover for the Tigers there.
Braves with the football at the 45-yard line of Caldwell County. Union County with the run going under center that time. A little bit of a different look than they've had all night. McPeak on the carry, picks up about 2 on the play. Look kind of like from here, initially like the old wishbone.
Well, here we are going in the fourth quarter, so.
And the horn sounds. That's 3 in the books. After 3, Union County 27, Caldwell County 14. Back after this.
I'm Stephanie, manager of Purcell Tire. We offer a wide variety of options to keep your vehicle running smooth. We are now offering our car care package that includes oil and filter change, Tire rotation and tread depth check. Brakes, battery, belts, and hoses check. Call us today at 270-365-7291. Come see us at 309 U.S. Highway 62 West in Princeton, or visit us online at purcelltire.com.
What is a tornado watch? How do I prepare for severe weather? What's the best way to get watches and warnings on my phone? Visit the Weather Alert page under the News tab at WPKYOnline.com for answers. Sponsored by Penny Ryle Electric.
The legacy continues. Caldwell County Tiger football and 1580 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Welcome back to Union County High School to start the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter brought to you by Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, celebrating their 6th anniversary under the ownership and management of Pam and Hab Haberlock. Stop by and see our friends Pam and Hab at Cozy Living. Everything a home should be.
Before this year's over, I promise I'll do that ad.
I think Bob Hayes likes to do them at home just while he's sitting around this season. He did them for 9 seasons.
He does it in his sleep.
And some of our best friends at the radio station, Pam and Hab Haberlock, they've been with us through a lot. Under center, Johnson. Handoff in the backfield. And it's a big gain again. Caldwell County having trouble making the tackle. The run's going to result in a gain all the way out to the 30.
Yeah, we just kind of olayed a couple tackles there. Had him stopped in the backfield, but he just went right by our defender. I'm not sure what happened there.
That may be Wilson going under center. I think that was Jaron Johnson on the run. Caldwell County has a player down. Maddox slow to get up.
Looks like he's cramping up a little bit.
And it is. You're exactly right, Ken. The kid has been on the field a lot tonight. While they tend to Maddox, just underway in the fourth quarter. Tigers down 27-14. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back.
Are you ever stuck at home trying to perfect the do-it-yourself project?
Put your trust in Altman Coatings and turn that do-it-yourself project into a stress-free home makeover.
So whether you're looking for fine detail or simply a splash of new colors, Altman Coatings is the team you'll want on the job.
Call 889-8500 for a free estimate.
That's 889-8500 for your free estimate.
Learn more about Altman Coatings on Facebook and TikTok.
Welcome back to Union County. Maddox hobbles over to the sideline. Anybody that's had the leg cramps know how painful that is. It was a warm night to start out tonight. Much cooler temperatures as this game has gone along, but Maddox is a kid that doesn't come off the field much, Ken.
And once that process starts, it pretty much stays with you the rest of the night. You can maybe get through a few plays, but it's going to come back.
A little dose of pickle juice maybe and some Gatorades and waters, but you're going to feel it from time to time the rest of the way in this one. Braves back on the field offensively. They'll get set up last few plays. The Braves have gone under center. Wishbone set for Union County. Something they haven't shown until this possession, Ken. Johnson is in the backfield with McPeak. Hand off to the left side back out of that Wishbone. Gain all the way up to the 25-yard line. They'll spot it, the nose of it right on the 25. Second down and 5 coming up for the Braves. Caldwell County trying to make another stop here with 11 minutes to play in the ball game. The Tiger defense has really looked good after Union County came out and scored on their initial possession to start the second half. Only had to cover 48 yards after that kickoff. Caldwell County tried the onside kick.
Yeah, we've had 2 stops since then, one of which was aided by a penalty.
Union County will set up. Back in that Wishbone, Caldwell County packing it in. It is a handoff up the middle inside the 20 and enough for a first down. Union County down to the 17-yard line. Caldwell County, Ken, you got to wonder if the defense starting to feel a little less fatigue. You saw Maddox with the leg cramps. That defense has been on the field quite a bit.
Yeah, that's kind of the impotence of our offense. We've had, like I said, sustained some drives, and every possession matters.
Exactly, yes. for that reason, even if you don't score, to let some of these kids get a little breather. Back under center goes Union County. Handoff to the deep back again. Caldwell County chases, has him bottled up, and Union County just kept plowing. Pushed out of bounds at the 11-yard line. In on the tackle for Caldwell County was Seth Trusty, among others. But Union County just trying to bully their way down now, Ken.
Yeah, they're running on the left side of our defensive line quite a bit here, Dennis. You know, they're just a little bit bigger than we are on that line, a little bit bigger kids, but, you know, just keep fighting here, man. Just keep fighting. Just to fill a gap and let's see if we can get a stop here.
Wilson kid under quarterback, under center. I think the guys on wide are just decoys. Right now, Union County just wanting to run out of this wishbone. That gives you an extra blocker in the backfield. They get set for the snap. This one back, and it is going to be a gain inside the 5 for Union County as they go off the left side. Johnson on the carry for the Braves. Down to the 2-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal for Union County, looking to salt this one away. Caldwell County basically right here, Ken, has to come up with a turnover because of the strength of that offense for Union County.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to overcome. 8:35 left. If they punch one in here, Dennis, it's going to be hard to overcome it. We've been on the field a long time on defense in this drive, and they definitely are getting a little fatigued here.
And Union starting to flex their muscles in that backfield out of this wishbone set. Snap is back. And Caldwell County is going to stop them for a loss. I think they stopped them either no gain or maybe a loss of 1 on the play. Caldwell County with good pressure that time.
I mean, I'm trying everything I can. I'm punching the ball. I'm stripping the ball. I'm doing everything I can to get try to get this ball back here.
Tigers got off the ball well that time. The score from Madisonville and Hopkins Central. Maroons big in this one, 53-6. Todd will have all the scores on the Trilogy postgame report coming your way after this one. Braves back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and goal for Union County. Caldwell County hits. I thought the ball came loose for a second, but it did not. But a big play, big hit by Caldwell County. Keeps Union County out of it. Gus Fox on the stop.
Gus Fox shot a gap and almost took the handoff there, Dennis. That was a great play.
It did, kid. You're right.
Had a lost yardage there. 3rd down here.
Ball's back to the 5-yard line.
Hey, just keep fighting, guys. Let's just keep fighting.
One play at a time. There's still time in this one if Caldwell County can hold Union out of the end zone on this possession.
If we can hold them and then get out of our own way, we'll be good, Dennis, here.
Braves up on 3rd down, and you got to figure the way the Braves run the football. This is another 2 downs Caldwell County has to guard against. Snap, pitch into the backfield, trying to get to the edge. And I don't think he got across. Caldwell County lives to fight another day, bringing up 4th down inside the 3. Good job by Caldwell County to string that one out because Union had the blockers going along. Everybody was going to that side. Maddox trying to get off the bench and run that cramp out, wanting to get back on the field. Will not this play. Ball spotted at the 2-yard line. Big 4th down play coming up for Caldwell County. And Union County wants to think about this one, so they'll call the U-Ride timeout. That one comes with 6:44 left to play in the ball game. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Financial planning should be specific to you and your life circumstances. That is why we created Invest FB Wealth Management, a division of Farmers Bank. Hi, I'm Jeff McDaniels, Invest FB's lead financial advisor. Whether you're saving for retirement, starting a business, or planning your family's future, our individual and comprehensive approach can help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us today at our Princeton or Eddyville offices to start a conversation about your individual financial needs.
Back to Union County High School, a big 4th down play coming up. Union has it 4th and goal from the 2. Caldwell County has built a wall the first 3 plays of this possession.
Man, Dennis, I'm settling out here, man. I'm sitting in the house. I might even take one of my DBs and bring them in and just make them throw the football here, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the minute the ball snapped, I'm just.
We
I'm
basically did that with Trigg County last year when we knew they weren't going to throw the football. Didn't even cover one of their receivers.
He's going to try to spread us out, but he's running the football here. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind he's running the football here.
It's either a Johnson or a McPeak carry. You can take your pick on which one it'll be. Snap is back. They run it, and
not
they
touched.
punch it in. Touchdown, Union County. Jaron Johnson again on the carry. That pushes the score 33-14. That score by Johnson from 2 yards out. Union County will try to tack on the extra point. 6:40 in the fourth. And it looks like Union may go for two here. Johnson in the backfield, out of the shotgun. Looks to the end zone, getting chased, throws it, had a player wide open in the back of the end zone. But it is complete, and the two-point conversion is good. 6:40 to play. Union County out in front now, 35-14 back after this.
At Trilogy Performance Sports, they believe in only the highest standards of physical fitness training. Their staff members are actively enriching the lives of their members and creating a community of like-minded people. And getting you in shape is their #1 goal. They have everything you need: knowledge, experience, and equipment. They find out what's important to you and design a customized plan that fits your needs. Learn more at trilogyperformancesports.com.
Got a news tip, community event, info, or picture to share? Text us at 270-963-9038. 1580 103.3 WPKY.
We are back to Morganfield, where Union County has just stretched this one out 35-14. Only 6:40 left. Ken, that was a valiant effort by Caldwell County's defense, but just too much Jaron Johnson when it came down to it. He punches it across from 2 yards out.
Yeah, Dennis, it'd been nice, to try to stop him there. But, I mean, listen, hey, this kid's a big-time player. I'd be surprised if he didn't have some chances to play somewhere at the next level. He's a little smaller guy, but, boy, I tell you what, so was Wandale Robinson. And you saw where he ended up going.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah, I mean, he's not quite as quick as Wandale was, but the kid can really play. Good job by the Tigers in the second half. We've stopped the run pretty well. We gave them a short field there. And the 2 times we've given them a short field, they have absolutely taken advantage of it. And we haven't. That's the difference in the game. We've had short fields a couple times. We didn't take advantage of it. So it's a good learning opportunity going into your district play here in the next few weeks. But this is a good game to see. What a kick.
Full kickoff. And that one is going to roll. And Caldwell County touches it, goes into the end zone. Maddox wanted to pick it up and bring it out.
That's probably a good thing. That would have been a loss of yardage there.
I think so. He had a lot of blue jerseys coming his way. Caldwell County will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, trailing 35-14. Caldwell County on the road again next week as we'll take the ride down to Graves County to the Eagles Nest. And Caldwell County will take on again, a bigger school. Caldwell County is going to play bigger schools all the way up until district play.
Yeah,
so
Graves County
that's something that they have to face. Graves County has some quality players as well. It's going to be another tough matchup.
Absolutely.
Lander puts spikes in motion, calls for the pass, looks it over, and in and out of the breadbasket at the 26-yard line. He had a man, I think that was –
it's like Eli Stevens.
Eli Stevens couldn't corral that one. Incompletion stops the clock with 6:35 left to play. Tigers get the play in. Todd, after this play, we'll go down for a Go Green report from you. Get your opinion on some of the Tiger improvements tonight. Lander, 3 players to the right, 2 receivers to his left. Drops back, 3-man rush, this time complete to Parker at the 24-yard line. Parker brought down at the 29. They're going to give him the 30 on the play. Let's go down for that Go Green report with Todd.
Yeah, the defense tonight making a marked improvement from the first half to the second half. Early in this game, didn't look like we were ever going to get them stopped. Union County still going to end up with a lot of rushing yardage tonight, but able to slow them down just a little bit here in the second half. And, offensively, we've got yardage. And like I said earlier, it just feels like the last two games we haven't gotten all the points we should get for the way the offense has played.
I think you're right, Todd. Back in play with Lander. Takes it, really drops back deep in this one. No, has to scramble around. Needs to throw it instead. Goes down with it, ball loose. And still loose, picked up by Union County. They never did call Lander down, and it's a touchdown, Union County, as that ball squibbed away from Lander after he was sacked. Caldwell County unable to pick it up in the backfield. Union County there for it, and the Braves get the touchdown off the turnover. That with 5:49 left to play.
Yeah, Dayton, once again, just falling back there, just, throw it out of bounds, get rid of that football, live to fight another day. It's a tough break for the Tigers. We were actually moving the football there. Once again, the score gets out of hand in the fourth quarter on us, and it's kind of frustrating to see, obviously, but
Union County will try the extra point attempt this time. Snap is back. Plenty of distance on the kick, and it's good. 5:49 left in the ball game. Union County putting this one away now, 42-14, back after this.
Feeling under the weather? Visit Princeton Drugstore for quick and easy testing. For only $40, get tested for flu, COVID, or strep. And the pharmacist can write you a prescription on the spot. In about 20 minutes, you can have your diagnosis, prescription, and a school excuse without leaving your car. Why wait at the doctor's office when you can get back to feeling better faster? Come to Princeton Drugs drive-thru today and take the fast lane to recovery. Princeton Drugstore, your quick stop to feeling good again.
What is a tornado watch? How do I prepare for severe weather? What's the best way to get watches and warnings on my phone? Visit the Weather Alert page under the News tab at WPKYOnline.com for answers. Sponsored by Penny Ryle Electric.
Back to action at Union County High School, where the Braves get a fumble from Dalen Lander on a sack, and it picked up and goes into the end zone from what became about 8 yards out.
Yeah, it was a tough play there. We were moving the ball there, Dennis. I think, just keep looking short, keep trying to move the ball down the field there on us. Once again, the score is not completely indicative of the competitiveness of the football game here. Last year, these type of scores, it was obvious. The offense wasn't moving the ball, but this year, man, we're moving it. We're just not capitalizing.
Short kickoff fielded at the 20-yard line by Farrow. Farrow working his way to the far side, pulled down at the 35-yard line, where Caldwell County will bring the offense out with pretty good field position. Stay tuned after the game for the Trilogy post-game report. Todd will have all of the stats of the ball game. We'll give out a few awards and look ahead to next week's game at Graves County.
They got a personal foul on Union County. They're going to move the ball up a little bit.
Union County has been called for several personal fouls tonight. Not that it's made a difference really in the ball game, but I'm sure if you're that coaching staff, you want to address those issues, because that, if they're in a close game, that could really come into play.
Well, it can. I didn't see anything really egregious from them. Nothing like a spear or anything. I think some little bit late hit there.
One of the Union players clapped, I think, in Duke Ward's face. That's why the white hat threw the flag from way back in the back.
Well, that's what they
good job by the officials to not let something like that turn into, because there's a lot of frustration right now. Ken, Caldwell County knows they've had some chances tonight, so I'm sure they're frustrated.
Well, it's the
Union
same.
County at a point to rub it in a little bit maybe now.
It's the same plays you see on TV every week. You watch a college football game, it's all you see. It's just people clapping each other's face, and it's just, hey, man, you're out there fighting. Football's a hard game, and I think we need to all just respect each other a little bit better in football and probably life in general.
Yeah, it's getting to be a lost thing in football at times. Handoff by Caldwell County. Good 5-yard run, maybe a touch more. We'll see who's at the bottom of that pile for the Tigers. And it was Maddox. Ken, talk a little bit about Luke Maddox as we get set for this next play. That kid gives every ounce on every play.
Well, we haven't seen the best of him yet. I mean, I've seen this kid grow up, and he's a smaller kid in height, but boy, I tell you, he's fast. He's got quick feet, can cut well. Excellent football player.
Lander almost messed up on the handoff, decides to keep it himself, runs out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. Go ahead and finish what you were saying about Luke Maddox.
Well, again, Luke's got good feet, cuts well, and he's extremely fast when he gets in the open field. Like I said, we haven't seen the best of Luke Maddox yet. I mean, I watched him in that scrimmage take a ball 80 yards, and I tell you, I was impressed when I saw that.
It was a New Tech seed first down for Caldwell County, ball at the 40-yard line of the Braves. Hand off to Spikes. Spikes hits the left side, turns it up the field. Good gain on first down. Still on his feet. Great job by Spikes. Keep those legs churning. And I think he's going to pick up another New Tech seeds first down as he gets inside the 30 to the 29.
Crazy Legs Hirsch out there running. A little Roger Craig and Crazy Legs Hirsch. I don't know who he looked like more there, but yeah, nice job by Cam. Just keep fighting, boys. I mean, let's try to put a point on the board here if we can.
Clock still running with 4:40 left to play in the ballgame. 42-14 your score. Union County with the lead. Lander, handoff. This time Maddox again hits a hole. Good job by that line of Caldwell County. Opened up a good hole on that right side down to the 20. Big gain for Caldwell County on first down. Second down and short coming up for the Tigers. Gives you a lot of options here, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think the way we're doing, I think Coach McClung is going to be content to run the ball. The Union County Braves have some of their JV guys in there right now. And I think it's just up to us to keep executing our run game and maybe put a couple of points on the board here.
It's hard to see the numbers, but you look at that line for Union County, they're nowhere near as big.
No.
Maddox picks his way enough for another New Tech seed first down. You're going from probably 250, 260 on that line to maybe 200 at best right now with some of these JVers in for Union County. Caldwell County still playing hard. You love to see the effort, and Maddox picking up good yardage on this drive gets us another first down to the 13-yard line. Clock showing about 3.5 to play in this one as Caldwell County will drop to 1-2 on the season. Maddox and Spikes in the backfield. Whistles blow this one dead before it gets started. And a timeout called by Union County. We'll keep it right here, John, on this one. U-Ride timeout. Let's tell our friends about U-Ride. They've been with us for a long time, too. A quality pre-owned vehicle that you can trust from people you can trust. Contact Lee Hughes or Tommy Harrison for an appointment. U-Ride, your used car dealer before, during, and after the sale. Timeout with 3:25 left in this one. 42-14 that timeout by Union County. Ken, your thoughts on there's been chances that got away from Caldwell County, but you still like how they looked against Hopkins Central. You like the improvement they had for at least the tough first half against Madisonville, a very good team. And then tonight, they were giving Union County all they wanted at times. Sometimes, though, we were our own worst enemy.
Yeah, Dennis, there's just glimpses. The last 2 games, you've seen glimpses of what the team could be. And
back out of the U-Ride timeout. We'll finish that, Ken, in just a second. Lander, quick hit over to Parker. Parker, well covered, though, is going to get folded up at the 15-yard line. Go ahead and continue what we've seen tonight.
We've just seen glimpses of what this team could be and what they can be. Again, last year offensively we struggled. This year we haven't struggled moving the ball. We've just been our own worst enemy at inopportune times right now. And so if we can just clean up some of the little things, I really think we can win some ball games this year.
I think come district time, this team is going to be one to be reckoned with. Hand off to Spikes. Spikes just off the left side, pushes the pile inside the 10. A New Tech seed first down.
No, a little short.
Is it going to be short?
Yeah,
just a little bit.
It's about 3rd and 6, it looks like. You're obstructed there, Dennis.
Yeah, I did. I looked at the wrong pylon. You almost have to hang out the window here. It's not the it's a, let's call it a cozy press box. How's that?
Cozy living press box.
Yeah, you almost need to put a lanyard on to see the scoreboard and that end of the field at times. But it is 3rd down and about 5 coming up for Caldwell County. Spikes goes out of the backfield. Lander throws to the corner. Is going to be overthrown. 4th down coming up for Caldwell County. That stops the clock with 2:01 left to play in the ball game. Tigers on the road next week to take on a tough Graves County team. 42-14 your score here. Caldwell County had some chances in this one. I think Todd made a point earlier in one of the Go Green Field reports that Union County may have celebrated after that initial touchdown in the second half. Lander rolls, finds some pressure, now has to scramble, throws against his body, and it's going to be incomplete. And the turnover on downs will give it to Union County with 1:53 left to play in this one. After the game, Todd will catch one of the coaches coming off for a interview from the joint barbecue, so hope you'll stay tuned and catch that. Always exciting to hear what the coaches say at halftime and then after a game. While the teams change fields, Todd, let's go down to you and see what you have tomorrow morning with Saturday morning quarterback.
Yeah, we've got Saturday morning quarterback live from the Biscuit Barn, an ice cream eatery in the morning. Coach said we'd have maybe a couple of and talk about a few things tomorrow morning, so that'll be good. You know, one point we made early in the preseason on offense is that we had a lot of guys in new positions. Do you think maybe some of our difficulties in finishing off drives is because maybe some of those guys are still trying to kind of understand those roles or work into those new positions?
As Union County goes into victory formation, Ken, I'll let you reply to that one.
Yeah, it's hard to say. You know, looking at what the mistakes we've made have just really been – self-inflicted mistakes for the most part. The fumbles, interceptions, things, the little things that we're not just executing as well as we should be. I thought the first game of the season, I thought, boy, this is going to be a juggernaut of a offensive team, and I still think we have the potential to be that, Todd. But again, it's just been a hard transition. And listen, we've played 2 really good teams. I mean, I think it's Union County is a good football team. They're going to win quite a few games this year. They're probably one of the better teams in their district. And, Madisonville is obviously an excellent team as well. So, I think there's 2 things. I think self-inflicted wounds and also playing good football teams, that those two things just have added up to a couple of lopsided losses for the Tigers.
Another down on the knee, hitting 52 seconds left in this one. The final looks like it's going to be 42-14. As Union County only has to run, if I'm not mistaken, one more play, and then this one is over. They'll take one more knee, and this one will be in the books. But a good effort at times by Caldwell County. Just some inopportune moments in this ball game separated it. It's going to make it look like a much worse loss than what it actually could have been. That's going to be the final as Union takes the knee for the last time. Players heading off the field. And, Todd, when you get the coach, you just holler in at us for the joint barbecue interview, post-game interview.
We'll try to grab somebody down here before they get off the field.
All right. We'll be trying to watch for you. Final here tonight at Union County. The Braves 42, the Tigers 14. We'll have the Trilogy post-game report coming your way in just a little bit. Ken, you saw glimpses of things you want to see a lot more during the season, and you saw glimpses of things that we really have to clean up if we keep playing 4A and 5A and even 6A schools.
Yeah, man, I tell you, I think it's I'm still excited, Dennis. I think we've got some good games ahead of us here. Next week it's going to be a battle. Graves County has got a lot of numbers, and they've obviously a really, really, really good football team, the way they played and beat Mayfield. So, But after that, we've got some games that are winnable. We have, McCracken, Christian. I mean, I'm still excited. I think we've got some good looks here.
All right, guys, I got Coach McClung down here. Coach, good effort by the defense there in the second half. Had a little comeback build in there for a moment, but just a couple of mistakes tonight really kept us from having a shot at that game.
Just never capitalized all night. We never capitalized on defense, and we never got it going on offense. Really disappointed in the result.
Well, overall, are there some positives you can take from this game going toward Graves County next week, which is another big challenge for you guys?
Yeah, they're probably a better football team than Union County, so we got to get a lot better. Bottom line, we got to get a lot better. Maybe we need to simplify things to get better, and we've got a lot of work to do.
What do you talk to the team about after this one?
Well, if we're a good football team, high-character teams, put this stuff behind us and get back to work. That's really the only thing you can do.
All right, Coach. See you in the morning. Tiger head coach Aaron McClung after this one. Union County wins it. Tigers on the road again next week at Graves County. Guys, we're going to kind of be road warriors for the next few weeks. I think we got 4 out of 5 on the road.
All right, thank you, Todd, for that post-game interview with Coach McClung. Post-game interview brought to you by The Joint. Feel the heat of the game with Tiger coaches. Brought to you by The Joint Barbecue. Real talk, real time, real barbecue. Smoky, tender, full of flavor, just like our Tigers strategy on the field. Satisfy your taste buds, feed your Tiger spirit. Real barbecue for the real game. Visit The Joint BBQ in Eddyville and delight your senses online at jointbbqwky.com. Remember, life's sweeter when you're at The Joint. Final here tonight was Union County 42, Caldwell County 14. We'll take a break and come back and get underway with the Trilogy post-game report right after this.
Hey, sports fans, you wouldn't want your favorite sports team to play only offense or defense. When it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? At Goodwin Insurance, they take care of all your insurance needs. You deserve someone that provides comprehensive coverage and is working alongside you in your community. Contact them today for a quote.
Goodwin Insurance of Princeton, Cadiz, or Marion, or online at insurewithgoodwin.com.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they are ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine-in or the drive-thru is always open, and they offer curbside pickup service. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. Stop in soon and enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's. Proud to be a part of this community. McDonald's of Princeton, proud supporters of the Caldwell County Tigers.
Financial planning should be specific to you and your life circumstances. That is why we created Invest FB Wealth Management, a division of Farmers Bank. Hi, I'm Jeff McDaniels, Invest FB's lead financial advisor. Whether you're saving for retirement, starting a business, or planning your family's future, our individual and comprehensive approach can help you achieve your financial goals. Visit us today at our Princeton or Eddyville offices to start a conversation about your individual financial needs.
What is a tornado watch? How do I prepare for severe weather? What's the best way to get watches and warnings on my phone? Visit the Weather Alert page under the News tab at WPKYOnline.com for answers. Sponsored by Penny Ryle Electric.
Time for a recap of tonight's action. The WPKY Tiger postgame report is on the air.
Welcome back to Union County High School. The final here tonight, it was the Braves over the Tigers, 42-14 in a game much closer than what the final score sounds like. Caldwell County with some pretty nice plays during the game, especially offensively. They had some pretty good defensive stands too, Ken, in that second half, stopping a highly talented Union County run game a couple of times down deep in their own territory.
Yeah, Dennis, we had opportunities a couple of times in that game. It was 27-14, we had a stop. We're driving down the field, and unfortunately we threw an interception there, so that really stalled that drive. Again, I go back to the fumble kickoff and a couple of little plays there that two things that does. The number one, that gives us a chance to maintain a drive, and number two, it keeps their offense off the field. And so, give hats off to Union County. They took advantage of the mistakes we made, and we just couldn't recover from it.
This is the Trilogy Performance Sports postgame show. Trilogy provides top-of-the-line equipment and a vast array of classes, as well as an open gym and their family-friendly environment. that focuses on achieving your sports performance and fitness goals. Cheering on the Tigers, Trilogy wishes you the best of luck this season. Get in the game and feel great at Trilogy Performance Sports. Ken, Coach McClung said in the post-game joint interview that we just have to get back to work. We have to do the little things that they have to do. Talk a little bit about what practices might be like after the you see market improvement, but then you've got to go to practice and work on some even more detailed things.
Well, I think what Coach McClung said was key is that, good football teams have a short-term memory. Mm-hmm. And, the thing you don't want to have happen is you don't want to have a couple of big losses in a row. We knew this was going to be a tough stretch in our schedule. So you don't want to have a couple of big losses in a row and then let that start affecting you mentally. You need to have the same attitude you did against Hopkins Central. We're a good football team. We can compete with about anybody we play. Now, again, Madisonville, Union, Graves County, that's, you look at that kind of murderer's row part of your schedule in Mayfield. But after that, there are teams on our schedule that we should beat. We still have eyes on a prize here. You just have to look at what's ahead of us. District play, we can be very competitive in the district. Not only that, host a playoff game, and not only that, win a playoff game for the first time since 2018. So I think those are the things you have to continue to focus on. Keep your eyes on the prize. Learn from these losses, learn what you can from them, but don't dwell on them. And then at practice, hey, let's come out with some pep in our step. Let's get out there and let's get after each other a little bit, and let's try to get better. And that's all you can do.
I think one thing that this team, you would expect if they had bad games and were getting drummed, and maybe we're 1-2 with some bad performances, you would think maybe the ghosts of last year started to get into the practices a little bit. But I think this team has shown so much improvement that that's not an issue. It's just a matter of things that they really have to get better at and clean up to be a very good football team. It's not a state championship football team, but like you said, it is a team capable of hosting a playoff game, winning a playoff game, and playing an extra week in November. It's not last year's team, and I think this is a thing that they have to realize, and it's going to be on them to take pride in what they're doing and put the work in at practice this coming week.
Absolutely, Dennis. I mean, they are better than last year. We can all see it.
Right.
We can watch them as they play, and I just think, again, our seniors need to understand, hey, boys, this is our last role. Most of these kids, if not all of these kids, this is their last time we're going to play football again. So let's just keep fighting the fight, keep encouraging the young men, keep encouraging the younger kids, and, our coaches too, and just stay positive. Guys, y'all are good. We got to tell them that.
Yeah.
Y'all are not bad. And I think they know that. So, I'm very optimistic moving forward. I know next week will be a tough game, but come out and compete. And then let's see what happens from there.
Todd, you just give us a shout when you are ready to go down to the field for the stats of the ball games.
Yeah, just totaling up a few final numbers for Union County on the ground tonight.
That's got to wear out an ink pen in itself because they had
371 yards rushing tonight for Union County, but the Tigers were much better in the first half. Union had 262 yards on the ground in the first half, finished with 371. Union also 3 of 6 passing with an interception, so another 18 yards, so 389 total yards tonight for Union County. For Caldwell County, 53 yards rushing. The Tigers 16 of 25 passing with an interception, 145 passing yards tonight for the Tigers. So Caldwell ended up with 198 yards of total offense, but just kind of felt like we should have had more than 14 points on the board in that game. First downs, 16 for Union County, 14 for Caldwell County tonight. So the Tigers competitive. The score kind of got out of hand a little bit there toward the end, 42-14, but like Ken said, it was 27-14, and the Tigers were driving there with a chance to make that very interesting in the second half. Caldwell County with 3 different receivers tonight with 5 catches. Gus Fox, 5 grabs for 64 yards. Luke Parker had 5 catches for 43, and Luke Maddox, 5 catches for 26 yards tonight. Looking at Union individually, some rushing numbers. Jaron Johnson with 20 carries tonight, 185 yards. Willem Peak had 17 carries, 145 yards. Cam Spikes for Caldwell, 8 carries for 31 yards. Luke Maddox had 5 carries for 25 yards. Again, total yardage, 389 for Union County, 198 for Caldwell. Some big nights for the Tiger defensive players tonight. Cam Spikes leading the way on the tackle sheet with 13 stops, including 1 tackle for loss. Jack Roach had 12 tackles tonight. 9 tackles for Derek Wilson, 9 tackles for Gus Fox. So some big guys, some big games for those guys tonight. Eli Stevens made 8 stops for the Tigers. Stats brought to you by West Kentucky Memorials with locations in Princeton, Cadiz, and Hopkinsville. Proud supporter of Caldwell County football. West Kentucky Memorials offers quality handcrafted at granite memorials, and thanks to West Kentucky Memorials for again this season providing the stats here on our Tiger broadcast on WPKY. Tomorrow morning we'll be live at the Biscuit Barn and Ice Cream Eatery for Saturday morning quarterback. Join us at 9 o'clock, and guys, that's going to wrap it up from down here, but another trip on the road next week. We're headed to Graves County, and like Coach McClung mentioned, even a bigger test coming up next week for the Tigers.
All right, Todd, thank you for the work tonight down on the field. We appreciate it. Also want to thank Go Green for sponsoring our field reports. Big thanks to Go Green Lawn Care for always keeping our fields in great condition. Go to Go Green for all of your lawn care needs. And also Princeton Nursery and Lawn Supply for fall. Football season begins or brings that fall weather, and fall is the best time to seed and landscape. So don't forget those mums and pumpkins at Princeton Nursery and Lawn Supply. Special thanks to those guys. We appreciate all that they do for us with the Go Green field reports. You don't see a lot of radio stations in West Kentucky with field reports too. So we try to bring it all to you on WPKY, and we hope you enjoy what all we bring each Friday night.
If you've seen the grass at Little Bush Stadium in Princeton, you can thank Go Green for that. It's one of the best. It's like the Masters. It looks good about 3 days out of the year, baby.
All right, that's going to take us up, Ken, to some awards to give out tonight. Let's start out with what has become my favorite since we implemented this, I think, a basketball season or two ago. That's the Parker Eye Care Eye on the Tiger Award. Tired of dry, itchy eyes? Discover relief with Optilight by Luminous at Parker Eye Care. Say goodbye to discomfort and hello to bright, clear vision. Learn more at parkereyecare.com. See you on the field with Parker Eye Care. You're always in clear sight. Our Eye on the Tiger Award tonight, Ken.
All right, that's going to go over to Derek Wilson. Derek had a nice game there at defensive end. I mean, he really played well in the second half when we started to make a little bit of a comeback there defensively. Derek, again, he's an unsung kid on the line. You don't hear a lot about him, but that was a tough game to play. You got some big hosses coming at you to block you, and you just got to fight those blocks off and try to make a play, and Derek did a nice job tonight.
He made one hit on the far side to stop a touchdown just a couple of yards out of the end zone. I mean, he stood up just face mask to face mask and made the stop. So congratulations to Derek Wilson tonight. Eye on the Tiger Award. One of our favorite things, too, you got to talk about the linemen some. We are playing some big schools, Ken, and these linemen that these kids face week in and week out, you're generally giving up 20 pounds, maybe on up to 50 and 60 pounds. But the Power Line lineman play of the night brought to you by Princeton Electric Plant Board, powering your lives and lighting up your nights. The Princeton Electric Plant Board's community spirit shines bright. Entrusted with the glow of our fields, they keep our Tigers' pathways illuminated to victory. A shout-out goes to the Caldwell County Tigers as they roar through the season.
I'm giving this one to my buddy Garner Stoutens. You know, Garner, he's one of those interior guys. Honorable mention to Cam Spikes, too. Cam with 13 or 14 tackles. But Garner, you know, just had to put up some fights in there tonight. He did a nice job, had a couple of nice penetration, filled some gaps there in the second half. So Garner gets the Plant Board Power Line player of the game.
All right, very deserving. Congratulations to Garner. That'll bring us to our last award tonight, and that's the play of the game.
Well, play of the game, I think, the first touchdown, you know, slant to Luke Parker. Dalen put it on the numbers, and Luke made a nice grab, nice route. Another honorable mention, Dalen on the TD run. But, you know, we were up 7-0, and hope springs eternal at that point. You know, we were thinking, hey, it could be one of those games. And so, nice play there to start the game for us on that short kickoff for them.
All right, great call for the play of the game tonight. Lander to Parker to start out the night. Put Caldwell County on the board first, 7-0. Final here tonight was Union County over Caldwell County 42-14. Ken, we could sit here and what if this game till the cows come home, but Caldwell County had some opportunities. It's things that Coach McClung said in the postgame show they've got to get better at. They've got to clean up, and they've got to practice and work on these things. That's what we expect. The road doesn't get any easier next week on the road to Big Graves County at the Eagles Nest.
Well, you learn a lot about yourself when you play good teams like this, and we're sort of going to learn about ourselves next week. And so I just want us to come out, be competitive. Let's clean up some mistakes, and then let the ball fall where it may. Coach McClung was absolutely right. Good teams are tested, and that's how they respond that makes them a good team.
You look at our schedule, and even if you do go into district play and you don't have a stellar record, I think some of the play that we're seeing early, when they start putting that all together against schools our size in our district, I think you're going to see a competitive game that maybe wasn't in the cards last season. I think we have that kind of talent and that kind of ability to put together by the time district rolls around.
That's right, Dennis. I mean, last year, if you remember correctly, it was 14-7 at McCracken late in the second quarter, and we fumbled a kickoff. I mean, teams like that, those are beatable teams. They're big schools, but they're beatable. Christian County, we had our chances to win the game last year against Christian County. They ran that cover 0, and we just missed a couple of wide open passes that could have won the game for us there. So, those teams are going to have athletes or have players, but again, those are winnable football games for us. Then when we get to the district, aside from Mayfield, which is going to be a tough game, Murray and Crittenden County are both beatable teams. Murray's pretty good this year. I tell you, Crittenden County's good this year. I mean, I wouldn't sleep on those guys by no means. And of course, Trigg County's coming in, but I mean, those are all winnable games that we have ahead of us, and so we just have to keep fighting the fight, keep having a positive attitude to practice, and like I said, we'll just see what happens.
I like what I'm seeing out of this team toughness-wise. I think they have that ability, and looking forward to the remainder of this season as they chase those goals. I want to thank Todd Griffin out on the sideline tonight. Again, thank you again tonight. Another great job that you do in here. Also thanks to John Miller in the truck, does a great job for us all the time. John kind of getting helped out a little bit by Camden McGregor this season. Camden under the weather, couldn't make the trip tonight. We hope he's feeling better. I think he's on tap for some duty at Black Patch Festival tomorrow, so hope Camden's back in action tomorrow.
He better feel better quickly.
John, great job by you every week that you're with us and always has been, so appreciate your effort. Again, the final here tonight was Caldwell County dropping this one to Union County 42-14. We'll have Saturday morning quarterback tomorrow at 9 and a day full of Black Patch activities on WPKY, so hope you'll tune in. For the crew, I'm Dennis Stevens. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week from Graves County.
Thanks for joining us for Caldwell County Tiger football on 1580 103.3 WPKY, the free WPKY app, and worldwide at WPKYonline.com. For a wrap-up of tonight's action, visit yoursportsedge.com. And for video of tonight's game, highlights, and more, visit WPKYonline.com. The legacy continues. Caldwell County Tiger football and 1580 103.3 WPKY.